everybody loves Don and Mike.
The Don and Mike Show.
You can call Don and Mike anytime from anywhere in America. 877-365-3636. They're ready to believe you.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, hi, guys. Hey. And gals. They're all here. Mike.
True story. He was a neo-Nazi with one true enemy. Himself. A man of faith, a man of hate, and a soul torn apart. Viewer discretion advised.
You with us now, Mike?
What?
And Rob. There you go.
You say flying? Good afternoon, Mr. and Mrs. Exciting New Innovation and all the ships at sea. All hail the almighty douchebag, Dr. Geronimo and Mike Limo.
Yeah. All right, thank you, Rob. Hi, thank you for listening, everybody. Don and Mike Show. New episode on this Tuesday, 106:04.
Right.
There you just say hi, Buzz.
Don and Mike. Buzz Burbank here.
Hi there, Buzz.
Come on, let's go.
You can call us at 877-365-3636. That's the toll-free number.
That's right.
877-365-3636. From Canada, call 800. Shut up. 800-636-1067. Washington, D.C. 202-432-1067. Call at any time except now.
Right.
No, you can call now. You can call anytime. Or you call during a phone scan.
Yes, of course.
How are you, Bruce?
Of course, Bruce. I'm giddy.
I know you are.
I'm giddy. Yesterday, I was not with it. Because I came back from vacation one day later than I should, which was yesterday. and today I'm sharp, I'm alert, and I'm feeling incredibly refreshed.
Me too.
You are such an easy lay.
I am. I like the product. I'm doing exactly what they want.
Don't do it. Diet Coke with lime. It's fantastic. You had one.
Thank you, Diet Coke. Thank you, Coca-Cola Bottling Company, for sending me the product.
And the ball.
All right, listen.
And the stress ball.
Yes.
Listen, mine. It's time for an emergency shout-out.
Wow.
And this emergency shout-out is to the Coca-Cola Bottling Company. A prospective advertiser on this show.
Yeah,
I'm a big fan of their Diet Vanilla Coke. You know that?
I know that.
But I want to say that I know what they're doing. I know that this product, Diet Coke with lime...
It's almost all gone.
That might...
It's really... I mean, I chugged it and it was warm. That's how much I enjoyed it.
Mike just can't stop drinking. I know the plan the Coca-Cola has.
What's their plan?
Okay, Buzz.
Master plan.
Why... Yeah, well, you could call it that, Robbie.
Really? That
Why
kind of a
do the
plan.
research? Why do the research to find out if, and I don't know what the saccharin level is in that thing, or
I don't know, but all I know,
sodium or
no saccharin,
or you know, whatever it is, cow guts, whatever it is, mad cow juice, whatever it is that might be in that product. What they do is they get a case of it, you know, like maybe 24, 50 cans of it or something. They say, what we're going to do is package these and send them to disc jockeys across America.
Well, it's a damn sight more tasty than that cough syrup you drink every day.
What you do is you get the new Diet Coke, with, as Mike's pointed out, with lime.
Give it to DJ.
And you put it in a box. You put it in a giant heart-shaped box. Already starting the...
I didn't care for the lemon.
A green box to make it a big heart-shaped box looking like Valentine's.
Instead of Be Mine, it said Be Lime, which I thought was just ducky.
Exceptionally clever.
Dope.
And I like the stress ball that has Diet Coke with lime on it. And I did not care for Diet Coke with lemon, and I'm a big Diet Coke drinker.
I just wanted to take this moment out.
I was hoping there'd be a shirt.
We really tried at 04 to streamline the opening to get right on the air.
I understand.
Give you the latest.
How's that working out?
Latest.
You know how I am.
If happening news.
If it's top of mind, it's out of my mouth. And now, listen to this sound.
Empty.
That's an empty can.
Yeah. That's it.
And
anyway,
send me more.
Listen, I know what they're doing. They send them out to disc jockeys because they know disc jockeys will eat anything, wear anything, drink anything that is sent to them, not necessarily from listeners, but from companies.
Free.
Mike,
but I throw a lot of stuff away.
I wouldn't be surprised if that squeeze ball that's made to look like a lime. Oh, and you're smelling it now?
Yeah, it smells like ass.
Good luck. Good luck. That's probably where it's been.
Yeah. I mean, the bottlers.
Because of the lime shape, I'm sure that squeeze ball is just a factory second.
Yes, of course.
It was supposed to be round.
I suppose it was.
Listen, the master plan in all of this is what better way to find out if there is anything wrong with the product than send it to a bunch of unknowing schmucks who will immediately rip open the package.
Hypocrite, thy name is Donnie.
And drink it down.
Hypocrite, thy name is Donnie.
Stick with one beverage for at least a year.
Do you remember Donnie?
Michael.
Do you remember the incredible release that occurred when you took your first sip of Diet Vanilla Coke?
And I would say,
do you remember when Diet Pepsi sent their vanilla product along, and we had a taste test?
But I'd say to you,
and if I took a sip of it and I didn't like it, I wouldn't say a word about it.
But beverages are more important to me than you.
Yeah.
My life revolves around
because I have my...
and Mike, as the Beach Boys sing, be true to your school. I got, this is it for me, man. This is all I drink.
One of your great lows.
What about when you made the switch from Diet Cherry Coke to Diet Vanilla Coke?
But I stayed in the Coca-Cola family.
I have always stayed. My favorite beverage is Diet Cool Nestea, which is a Coca-Cola beverage.
Point of order, you really should say that non-alcoholic beverages are more important to you.
That's true. Thank you, Rob.
Yes, thank you, Rob, and that is a fine point.
And Mike, I'd like to point out...
But I'm also not brand loyal with my
I remember your Code Red phase.
Oh, yes.
Okay,
that's
you
right,
want to talk about being...
Is that a Coca-Cola product?
No. That's a Pepsi product.
Pepsi, I'm drinking it now. Yeah.
That's a Pepsi product. Sure.
Well, no, you know, when you talk about brand loyalty, you're probably absolutely right. And you know what? I'm enjoying this today because I think it's a fine product, but will I stay with it?
Because you're a guinea pig.
I am.
Because now the people...
I'm excited at the marketing.
What they're going to be doing is scouring the area newspapers.
I feel as though that I'm somehow privileged.
Maybe, in the next day or two in the Metro section, it will show up, famous disc jockey rushed to hospital, some kind of parasite eating away.
Yeah, something eating my stomach lining.
Lyme disease.
My stomach filled with perforations.
And you didn't see on the back of that giant box, they said, pending FDA approval.
Well, I was so excited I was on the phone with my babysitter, and I said to her, Brittany, I just received an incredible new product that I'm sipping on right now. And you haven't seen it yet. It's not even in stores. But the reason January 2004. So there's a good chance it might be out already. Maybe this coincides with the release date, and you can find it in your grocery store.
You played right into their hands.
Perfectly.
You played right into their hands.
Not a nickel came my way either. Not a dime, just a squeeze ball.
Here's my point on this whole thing.
Yes, I'm an easy mark. You put it. I'm an easy leg.
1 year from now, 1 month from now, one day from now. You'll be so off that kick. You will forget that squeeze ball that you're holding right now.
I can lose it.
He won't lose it. He won't lose it. Yeah. He'll leave it in front of his microphone tonight at the end of the show.
Yes. What makes you think that?
Because how many times do you leave things that really matter to you here in the radio station?
Like checks?
All the time.
Jenna Jameson videos.
I'm not talking about keys.
That was because I really thought that you only gave it to me and that Don had stolen my Christmas present.
Hey, thank you.
And now I can... No, but I mean, you know what? And I didn't think you'd done that maliciously.
No.
I thought it was an oversight on your part. And the fact is, somebody has my Jenna Jameson video.
I wish they'd return it.
Wish they would, too.
Well, whoever they are, I bet they're having a good time.
Joe?
You could have mine. I'm done with it.
No, that's all right. That's like when you get to... That's why I never rented pornos.
Done with it?
You don't want somebody's,
Well, I'm not totally done with it.
Okay. Whoever has it has used it. Do you really want it back?
Hey, a lot of...
Hey, but
they're washable.
I could ask in the traffic department. Robbie Gomez is on vacation this week.
They're washable.
Anytime you got any porno, I mean, think of before the age of pay-per-view, that, every time you put one of those, and think, God, all the way back to Betamax, you would put that in the machine, right there. You're touching everything that the person before you touched, and it's gross. And that leads us to this message.
Forget it, man, and get with the countdown. Shake this square world and blast off for Kicksville.
Thanks. Welcome to the show.
Very good.
Welcome to the Don and Mike show. Me, I hate people. You're happy about this Diet Coke with lemon. Me, I hate people.
Now just a second. I hate to in the very opening of the show.
Not all people.
Take issue with you twice, but I will tell you, I am right with you, and you know that. You know that when we travel together, there are no two people on the face of the earth who hate their fellow man more than you and I.
Well, everything started out great enough today. There's something to be said about the word, 3 great syllables, solitude.
Oh, absolutely.
And in my world, that's how you spell it. SOL- and then a giant O.
Big O. Hi, Rhea.
Tude, T-U-D-E.
And, the thing is...
Solitude.
I agree with you, and I'm with you on this, so I want to hear your story.
Does Carla know that you say hello to Rhea?
Sure. Absolutely. I mean, I just did it in front of 6 million people.
How about that?
That's right. Don't try to rock my world, man.
I'm not rocking your world.
Don't rock my world. Hi, Rhea. There, I said it again.
There you did.
There I did.
You with your gal pal. I was thinking that... I guess she was born when you and I started working together. She had been born already, right?
It could happen next week. It could happen the week after. It could happen 2 months down the road. But at a certain point, this whole line of thing that you're doing is going to make me mad. I just thought I'd give you a heads up on that.
I just thought today would
It's going to hurt my feelings.
Oh, I'm not trying to hurt your feelings.
It's going to make me angry.
All right, I'm not trying to...
But, go ahead. I'm not... Right now, no.
No, I'm just trying...
Right now, no. But, it's just...
Listen, it's on everybody's mind.
What's on everybody's mind?
The fact that you're with this girl that none of us know, and it's not our right to know.
I aim to keep it that way.
No, we don't...
It's none of our business.
We don't have to know about her.
Right. It's none of our business whatsoever.
Buzz has just held up a note. She was 4 when you and I started working together.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting. What an interesting fact that is.
And that's Mike. That's as far as I wanted to go. Just bring that.
I understand.
Attention.
I understand.
I wasn't even planning on doing it, but
I know. I understand these things. It's obviously been on your mind.
It's what made me think about it. The fact that you're so happy. You're happier than you were.
Yeah,
you're doing a lot better than you had been.
Right.
And me, I'm happily married, and I'm ecstatic that. Today, for the first time in over 3 weeks, counting the holidays and everything, there was nobody in my house but me.
That's cool.
They were all gone. All of the relatives, all of the friends of relatives, all of all of the boys' various friends and people and junk and everybody just. My wife gone out the door to work. My son gone back to college.
Solitude.
Gone. Solitude. So I'm on top of the world.
I know that makes you very, very happy, and I know you had you self-described it as too much togetherness over the holiday.
Yeah, with too many people in my family. I didn't even get into never mind. Never mind.
Were you going to say something that
there was a lot of stuff that I was going to say that I decided not to say.
Stuff.
Lots of family stuff.
Right.
But no need to waste your time with that. To just tell you that I worked through that on my own without the radio show.
Wow.
And today, thanks, Buzz. And today was feeling good. And my wife had given me a bunch of chores to do.
Right.
One of the chores was my kid. When he went back to college, there was some stuff that he didn't have room to bring with him, so we were going to ship it back to him. Mm-hmm. So my wife's got this deal where she's got the postage meter at home with the computer and stuff. And
that's cool.
She's got the scale. So all you got to do is she packages it up, and in theory, all you have to do is go to the post office. And my wife said to me, when you do this, just walk right to the front of the line and just lay it on the counter. Mm-hmm. Here is the scenario. This is why I hate people. I'm coming in with the best of intentions, thinking I'm just going to drop this thing off and I'm going to get out of here and get right to work. I walk in, there is one teller, and I know you don't call them a teller, but whatever it is, there's one stewardess who's working behind the counter in the post office, and I have counted 14 people in line in front of me.
Right.
It's very busy, and it's very unlike the post office before Christmas. Mm-hmm. I'm not I'm not going to be politically correct. I was going to say before Hanukkah and it's Christmas. That for me, that's the holiday. It's Christmas, and all I know is that people in the grocery store, and the post office, they're all much nicer before Christmas.
Amen.
And then after Christmas, man,
Look
today.
Out.
Here's the deal. So I walk in the door, and the line goes all the way almost to the back of the post office.
Yeah, that's amazing.
I walk in, and I go, oh, Christ, there's a lot of people in line, and there's one guy up front that's working with a woman that apparently is having to do some paperwork. So I walk past the first 4 or 5 people. I've got a big, giant box in my hand.
Right.
And I work my way up towards the front of the line, and a guy says, excuse me, but the line starts back there. I said, yeah, I know it, but I just need a second. And then the guy in front of him, and obviously these guys have been there a long time, said, no, hey, I think you heard the guy right. The line starts back there.
But you don't have anything to do with anyone. You're just dropping off the boxes.
I said, I'm just here to drop it off. And at this point, the stewardess, I know she can hear me, even though they've got that thing at the post office now that says stand behind this line.
Yeah, but she's cruel enough and hating her job enough where she's not going to help you.
Right, she hates people just like I do.
That's right.
So she's ignoring the fact that I'm speaking at the level that I'm speaking at now when I'm saying, all they really have to do is just take this package and put it on the desk. They don't even have to scan it or anything.
No.
And the guy says to me, well, I don't see why you should be able to cut in line. It's just like someone mailing a letter. Either put it in the post box or get in line. And then at this point, what seems like all of them, but it wasn't all of them, but at least 3 of them in line turned around and said at the same time to me, yeah, hey, go to the back. Go to the back.
But I think it's your wife's fault.
Go to the back.
For telling you that you could go up to the front. Yeah. Because I really don't think that's right.
So now, this is what I ended up doing. Because now I'm pissed at these guys.
Mm-hmm. Does she have what's called a business account with the post office? Because you can.
Yeah, no, she does.
Well, I don't think you can do that without a business account.
No, here's the thing.
You have a special card that allows you to just go and drop stuff.
Yeah, I mean, what I'm saying is, so obviously...
But even if you have this, whatever this thing is that my wife has, the mail stuff, you still, apparently she does this all the time, where she cuts in line.
There must be a way.
So what I do is, I'm standing there and I got now 3, maybe 4 guys looking at me, telling me to go to the back of the line.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And I know that the lady at the counter can hear me.
Yeah.
So I go past the other people. I cross the red line. I walk up to the counter. There's like 4 booths. Only one of them's open. I said, hey, this thing's already paid, all ready to go for. And she said, you can just set it down on the counter.
Yeah, that's all you have to do.
And it was at that moment that I turned around and looked at all of those.
So I think you got in trouble because you were tentative. Because you had just stormed up to the front and laid it on the counter and not worried about anybody. As soon as they see it, as soon as you put it on that counter, that's their responsibility.
Yeah. Correct. And then I felt the need on the way walking past all of these people. I can't shut up. I can't, because they didn't say anything to me. But as I was walking past, to the one guy, the first guy that said to me, move to the rear of the line, I walked past him. I said, you see? That's all I had to do, just what I told you. Just drop it off.
Right.
And the guy said, I still think you should have waited.
Then I give him an F.U. Well, F.U.
Of course he does.
And,
because really, if that's all you were doing, then you're completely right. And I take back what I said. Your wife was absolutely right.
And I don't know if my wife was right or wrong.
Well, of course she was right if the lady let you set it down on the counter.
The end result was you could just set the package down and be on your way. And it's and I understand the hatred that I was feeling from those people. I would feel it too.
Of course.
It speaks to a larger problem that we have in our area here in the suburbs of Washington, D.C., which is lack of infrastructure to support the population. Which means everywhere you go now, you're going to get a line because there are too many of us and not enough places for us
everywhere.
to do it.
I don't mind waiting in line, but I thought I had a special cheap pass.
You did, really.
And it worked out. And anyway, I walked out of there thinking, crap, I walked in there feeling pretty good. And then on the way out, there was this one... There was a woman who had double parked. There were so many people at this post office, there weren't enough parking spots. So a woman had double parked out front, and she was waiting for her husband, who was one of the goons in line. So as I had jumped out of my car, I got the last parking spot as someone had moved out, and she was already double parked there. She had given me a look like, hey, that kind of could be my place.
I was kind of here first.
She would have had to back up and stuff, and it was one of those deals. I just pulled in and pulled right in.
It's amazing.
She had to be knowing what was going on, at least in my incredibly screwed up mind, because as I left, I counted, I had been in, even though it's taking me more time to tell you the story, I was actually only in the post office maybe 5 minutes tops.
Yeah. And you managed to have that severe altercation during that time?
Right, but because I was mad when I was leaving, as I walked past that woman's car, and the window was open just a little bit. Yeah. I just walked by and I said, that's right, I'm in and I'm out. That's how I do it. I'm in and I'm out. And she must have just thought that I was out of my freaking mind. Like that I was going to come by.
Well, in a small way, she's right.
That I fully expected she thought I'd pull down my pants and whip it out any second.
Right. Can I ask you a question, just very briefly, about, I was in a store today because I thought that after all this holiday stuff, I could get a pair of pants. I could go in and buy a pair of pants, and I was wrong because everyone was there. Right. I don't know why, but everyone was there.
Pants day.
And I figured with our schedule, you can do something in the middle of the day, right before you have to come here, and you'll be okay. But no, there was a long line.
Right.
Does this mean I'm starting to lose it? That when I hear conversations that are pleasantries between a checkout person and the person that's in line in front of me, that's up there, they're exchanging pleasantries, just very nice, and I can overhear, and it pisses me off. Does that mean, is there something wrong with me?
No, this gets back to, Jesus, I'm going to bring this up again. The difference between men and everybody else.
Yeah.
The deal is, if you're a man and you go into a store and you're going in to buy what?
I went in to buy a pair of pants, which they didn't have, so I had to get another pair of pants that I really didn't want, but I needed pants.
But either way, you were able to make that selection, make that distinction, get the pants, maybe try them on, maybe not, whatever. Get in line. All you want to do is buy it and get the goddamn thing.
Absolutely.
This is what I like about that place that I went and bought that coat at, with the schmuck on television.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
That's the place, that Men's Warehouse place.
They know what we
You go
want.
in and you buy it. I had an experience. Maybe I told you this. And I'll say the name of the store. It's Eddie Bauer. It's a fine store. I'm buying some clothes for my kid for Christmas. Mm-hmm. I go in. I know you love that store, Rob.
Okay, I'll mention the store I was in today. Rob will tell you now. What's the store I went to today, Rob? LL Bean, yes. Eddie Bauer's chief competitor.
So this pissed me off, but I'm just standing there. I've got the stuff for my kid. I'm waiting in line, and there's a woman in front of me, and the woman in front of me is buying some stuff, and the cashier said, and this was before Christmas, so I let it go because it was, Christmas. She said, "Oh, that's lovely. That's really lovely. Oh, that's so nice. They'll really like this. We've got this in all kinds of colors. Did you want a box for this?" And the woman thought, I don't, I guess not. Well, yeah, sure, what the heck. Then the lady behind the counter said, "Okay, I've got to go across the store to get the boxes. I don't have them right here." But they're really lovely. And it was at that point,
right,
I think, where I felt what you're feeling.
I just hate it. But I'm talking in front of me and in back of me. There are two women in back of me. They're talking about cargo pants for their kid. And I'm getting pissed off at them, too. Because I just want to turn around and make that Rob sound and just go, I don't know whether I'm really losing it because of the crowds that we have around here doing everything.
Fine.
It's not what it was even 10 years ago.
It's not the crowds, Mike. It's not the crowds. It's all the things that are inside the crowd. That's what it is. It's all the people inside the crowd. And I maintain that it's not you.
I'm really moving away.
And it's
completely.
not me. I'm sure of that.
I'm moving away completely now because of the way the experience is for me from going to stores at all anymore. I can't. Then I think everybody in society might be moving away from that eventually. Hopefully.
What I loved.
I just can't stand it.
Listen,
I hate it.
I'm a recluse, and I'm not ashamed to tell you that it's not I don't like people.
Right.
I love people. I just really want to see you guys, and by you guys I mean people in general, on my terms.
Yep. I feel the same way.
I don't want to see you in any intermediate way, which is why today the great house husband who now forced to do all of these things because my wife is working. This is why I hid upstairs while the guy came to check the chimney. Because I had set up the appointment, and I said to the guy, "Does anybody have to be at home?" And he said, "No, because we're just going to climb up on the roof, and there's been a lot of wind damage with the hurricane and stuff." So
did you hide away from the windows where they might be able to see you?
Yes, I did. Because I got the alert system, and it's a better alert system than this. It's the 3 dogs. I mean, if a squirrel runs across my front yard, I know the level that I get from the dogs. Sure. But if it's an actual truck pulling up the driveway, a car, or a person, they go nuts. So I know that they're coming sometime between like 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. And I see the truck coming up, and it's like, oh, crap, I don't want to have to deal with this guy. He's going to ask me questions that I don't know anything about. I just want to find out if the chimney's broken or not. They said I didn't have to talk to anybody. I told them I wouldn't be here.
Right.
So I go upstairs.
And hide.
I go into the computer room. I shut the doors, and I just wait. I get on MSN or whatever. And
I can see you occasionally peering out the window.
And I'm just looking, because I would hear the dogs bark, and I would look outside, and, truck is still there.
So you get a clear view of where the truck is?
Good. Yeah, that's pathetic.
You were very quiet. How long did you hide for?
About 40 minutes. And then the guy called The guy called then and left a message on the machine, and I saw that it was him on the caller ID, so I didn't want to pick up the phone because I know the guy would say, "Hey, I was just up on your roof. How come you didn't answer the phone?" So I got to go through the exercise, seeing the phone ring.
Do you think they really? Do you think your hiding was successful, or that they might have gotten some evidence that you were there?
Oh no, absolutely.
Like they might have seen the blinds move or something.
No, absolutely.
Seen you peering out,
no,
quiet.
It was one guy, and why I'm this way, I don't know.
The message wasn't anything like, "Hey, Norman Bates, are you okay?"
The message was that the thing needs to be fixed.
Okay.
So call them and they'll send somebody else out.
So you were hiding in your own house.
So now I'm just killing time now to call them back because I couldn't call them back immediately.
You go out, but you are on the verge of being a recluse.
I am.
There's no doubt about it.
I am. But why leave, Mike, when you can find so much great stuff right in your own house?
That's right.
I mean, really, why leave? Same with the post office. Jesus Christ, at least we're moving the right way. If there is some system where you can mail something, if you can get all the postage done on a box, and you go to the post office, I'll stand through hating people and having people be pissed off. Mm-hmm. Drop that off. Amen to that. Yeah. Listen, we got a break so that the show will be longer in length later, but this woman is nuts. My number one story today here is this lady in Cleveland. I'll tell you about it very briefly when we come back. There's a lady in Cleveland who yesterday said that she had won the lottery worth $160 million. Lady had the following story. She said, I had the winning ticket. I was at whatever the store is, Burp-A-Lot or whatever the store is. Mm-hmm. I was at the store, and the winning numbers are the same numbers as my kid's birthday. So you have to. I have 7 kids, and the 7 numbers that I chose were of my 7 kids' birthdays, and I win the $162 million. You have to give it to me because I'm telling you.
So the dates, is that what it was?
Yeah.
She says,
that's her proof.
I'm telling you that the dates prove that I know I had the winning ticket. The numbers 12, 18, 21, 32, 46, and Mega Ball 49 all had something to do with her family. Mm-hmm. Now, the records show that this ticket was sold from this spit-along or whatever the place is.
And no one has claimed?
Somebody got it.
Well, yeah. So all day yesterday, this housefrau from Cleveland is
claiming that it's her ticket.
Yes. Well, as it turns out today, here you go. A woman turned in the winning ticket today for the $162 million Mega Millions jackpot, and it was not the woman who claimed she lost it.
Oh, boy.
This is beyond great, because when I originally read this morning, I was going to think, well, this would be a good thing for us to talk about on the show. Do you believe this woman or not?
Right.
Because I saw her on television.
What did the woman who turned in the ticket say? Did she find it, or I found it on the floor.
She didn't.
It doesn't matter if she finds it on the floor; she wins.
She's got it. It is public property. If you lose it, it says the bearer will get the rewards.
Did she say anything about that?
No, she didn't. She said she had it.
Would you? I wouldn't.
She said the only reason that she even came forward, because they always tell lottery winners, don't come forward because you want to get all your legal affairs in order before you announce you won the money. She said the only reason she came forward was to shut up the other lady who was saying that...
Yeah, because I would imagine that was driving her nuts.
As late as yesterday, they had police and fire people scouring, parking lots for this scrap of paper.
Oh, really?
I lost it. I lost my ticket.
The woman was offering a reward.
Right. I want to get to originally I was going to say, do you believe this woman?
Yeah.
But within the last 2 hours, they had a press conference with this other woman. She's got the money.
Oh, that's great.
So the first lady was like, we'll be right back, okay?
This is the Don and Mike Show.
Oh, God. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Oh, God. Oh.
I'll have what she's having.
The Don and Mike Show.
Lick the bees. The Don and Mike Show.
Right. All right. Oh, we'll take your calls, at least once today. More than that, you are welcome to call at any time, but we just decided to just put all the calls together. Yeah, the old phone scan.
Yeah, the old traditional phone scan. It works best that way.
We'll do that in a couple of seconds. We do have some guests we're interviewing today, and we will be playing a new game today.
All right.
Also, the Mom's Vagina game.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this thing we were talking about before we went to break, this lady saw her on TV yesterday. Here's the background on her. I've got the whole story. She was on the Cleveland TV station. She said that she had bought the ticket. She realized after the drawing last Tuesday, the ticket was missing. The Ohio Lottery said the winning ticket was sold at the Licket, 15 miles or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. After news of the woman's police report, because she went and filed a report with the police. Now, the police, up until the woman stepped forward with the actual ticket, the police, this woman was so convincing.
They totally believed her.
The police believed her. Everybody felt so sorry for this lady.
Yeah.
She had a press conference. They had, as Buzz mentioned, people with the flashlights walking through snow and single-digit temperatures to try to find the ticket in the store parking lot. Other people showed up and said if they found the ticket, that they would keep it. Let me see. Messages with the police seeking comment were not immediately returned. The lady could not be reached for comment.
Right.
And then today, boom. Now, you asked about the woman that won?
Yeah, I wanted to find out her story, make sure that she didn't, pick it up in the snow.
She never mentioned it. She says, I checked it 5 or 6 times to make sure that it was real. These are all quotes now from the woman who won, Rebecca Jameson. Jenna Jameson. One thing I want to make clear, luck had nothing to do with it. It was truly a blessing. Truly a blessing.
No comment on how she got the ticket.
Nope. Let me see. She was mad that she was and angry that she was pushed to turn in the ticket after the other lady's story was on the news.
Right.
She said she played the numbers occasionally over the last couple of years. And the lawyer for the other woman, the first woman with the kids, is intending to make a case saying that the winning ticket was lost property.
But the law says the authorities were saying, the lottery officials were saying whoever finds
that's a shame because now that lawyer's probably just taking money out of that lady's pocket.
We're trying to track the first lady down. We don't care about the second lady. She's got the ticket.
But I would be curious about the second lady as to how she got the ticket, if she purchased it legitimately, and then there's no comment about that in the story.
But even if she didn't, like Buzz said, even if she found it, the whole deal is that unless you were to write on it, this is the
yeah, but I mean, if she found it, if she did find the ticket, that lends a little credibility to the first lady's story.
Well, I'd say reading this, though, the woman that ended up with the ticket says she's played these numbers many times over years. And also the store, the Lick the Bees store, says that the ticket, they know when it was bought, and the numbers were picked by choice, meaning it wasn't a random thing.
Right. So that still doesn't solve any mystery.
No,
it's quite a controversy.
No, it doesn't. But it's great, and you got to get a look at both of the people. When I saw the woman at first, the first lady, I thought, oh, she's lying.
You thought she was full of it?
Yeah. Then you see her more and more, and then you see, the police standing up there with her, and you go, oh, well, that poor lady. And then, boom, that's where they kick you in the nuts.
Right.
12, you start to feel good about your humans.
And then no comment. And then no comment from the lady.
Right. That's it.
John Norman, our production guy, just said he read a statement from the lottery board that says they are quite satisfied with this woman turning in the ticket and will gladly pay her the money.
Ah, very good. But it doesn't matter.
You're right.
You see, I mean, it really does. And Buzz is right. Even no matter what happened, whoever has the ticket, that's the winner.
They're the winner.
Anyway, that'll have to play out.
Yeah, I'd like to see if it's the end of the story or not. But I mean, it's funny when lawyers get involved in that.
This may be the last we hear from the woman who said she lost it.
Right.
Don and Mike, hello.
Yes, hi, Don. How are you?
Hi, we're doing great, thanks.
I just saw the winning lottery lady on TV.
Ma'am, can I ask you a question? I mean, it is 2004, and you said, hi, Don, how are you? And, I'm not normally sensitive about that, but because Don, is so great about saying Don and Mike, but, you just said hi to Don, and I'm sitting here. Can you ask me how I'm doing?
Hi, Mike. How are you?
Peachy. Go ahead.
Sorry.
That's okay.
I just saw the lady that won on CNN in a doctor's office waiting room, and she said she's pulled those same numbers for the past 2 years.
Right, that's what I just said.
Okay, sorry, I didn't hear that.
All right, thank you.
Okay, have a great day.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, right, okay.
Call back during the phone scan. Yes, Rob, the phone scan is back. NBC, now listen, I'm going to speculate here, but tell you that I believe NBC has fired Maria Shriver.
Really?
Now, there's been nothing official from NBC. Now, look at this from NBC's standpoint. She's not really, if you take Arnold away, she's not really a journalist.
No.
She does the puff pieces with the mannequin on Dateline NBC.
Yeah, I mean, I've never considered her to be all that good.
I mean, they kind of fancy her as like their Barbara Walters, but she does the celebrity interview with Tito Jackson.
Well, and let's be honest, the name didn't hurt her, okay?
So here's the deal. Now that Big Dumb Arnold is the governor of California. Oh, hold on. Where's the Arnold? Here's Arnold.
I say to everyone here today and to all Californians, my oath and you.
So, I'm reading all about this. There's a guy named Leo Shapiro.
Mm-hmm.
Hello. Hello.
How are you?
This is Neil Shapiro.
She no longer works for the network.
Neil Shapiro is the president of NBC News.
We no longer feel that she's appropriate to be here.
Where's Brokaw? What time is it?
Mm-hmm.
I would love a slice of cake. I truly would.
Thank you.
Do you know that there are bakeries? If you want to buy a wedding cake, that you can be charged not on the size of the cake, but
not on the size of the cake. It's charged. You're charged. The cake price is determined
per slice
by the slice.
Didn't know that.
I mean, this might be standard. I just saw it on the Food Network and I was amazed.
So anyway,
just a little piece they were doing on Freed's Bakery.
Neil Shapiro said that before Christmas he asked her to resign from Dateline NBC. Then they denied it. A spokesperson yesterday said, no, she's still got her job at Dateline. Mm-hmm. Then Shapiro said, Maria and I have had a number of discussions about her future, including the possibility of extending her leave, but nothing has been decided. Together we will decide how to move forward when we meet in California. Maria Shriver says, I'm talking with NBC to work things out. Here's the thing that got them going. Besides the fact that she's married to Big Dumb Arnold and she's supposed to be presenting the news,
right?
And,
married to a big Republican governor.
That whole thing about having to have the looking down the middle of the road. They're freaked out. On December 13th, the Los Angeles Times said that Maria Shriver is behind the scenes lobbying to pass Arnold's budget plan. Was number one on her topic of things that she wanted to work on the TV. This is all she cared about. There was more alarm at NBC. Maria Shriver was quoted about California legislators that don't agree with Arnold. Quote, I'd say if some of those legislators were children, we'd give them a timeout. Shapiro says Shriver should announce her departure with a warm and fuzzy thing. They want her to say, listen, I'm going to go be the First Lady of California.
Yeah. No, but I mean, she married Arnold. You don't expect her to do the smart thing.
I've had a great time. So the way this stands now is she's being fired from NBC
pretty much,
because she's Arnold's wife. Mm-hmm. NBC wants her fired.
But they want her to go out, and they want it to be sweetness and light.
Right now, they suggested that she do it with the warm and fuzzy. Maria Shriver said, well, don't forget that. She argues that she can still contribute non-political, non-California stories to Dateline. And don't forget, everybody,
give it to somebody who's not the First Lady of California. Yeah. Make room for somebody who needs the gig.
What did she win the Peabody Award for? Jesus, where's my Peabody Award? If Maria Shriver has one,
but I guess she wants it all.
But she
wants it all. Greed.
Anyway, she's fired. She's
good.
Fired and
bye. Bye.
And my best to Neil Shapiro, you are a man of great cojones to stand up.
We appreciate it. Thank
you.
So that's the final word, that she's fired.
No, it's floating around now, but most people in the know say, yes, she's gone.
It's an obvious conflict of interest. I mean, if you're a network, national journalist...
Hi, this is Arnold Schwarzenegger.
You can't be First Lady of California. I mean, come on.
Now, and the other thing I want to bring up was the Britney Spears. I know you're sick of this. I speak to everybody. We're all sick of this, the fact that she got married. It's the publicity stunt. But the guy that she married, Jason Alexander, and not the one from Seinfeld.
George.
He is so dumb. And if you take the time to go through the quotes, the guy... Jason Alexander was on Inside Edition, and here's his story.
Okay,
and he does kind of talk like this. He's from Louisiana. That the water boy thing going.
Bobby Boucher.
He said they were watching Texas Chainsaw Massacre in their hotel room at the Palms Hotel, and they decided to get married. Now here's quotes. It was just crazy, man. We are looking at the lights in the city, thinking this is a really beautiful night. And we're looking at each other and said, let's do something wild and crazy. Let's go get married just for the hell of it. We both started realizing what we had done. Then we started telling people what we done did. That's when all hell broke loose.
Did he say what we done did?
That's a quote.
What we done did.
Then we started telling people what we done did.
We went and told people what we done did.
That's when hell broke loose. Hey, Mama. It's me, Jason. Great news.
Mama, I married Britney Spears, the big pop star.
I married her, Mama.
I told you we'd be in trouble once we told people what we done did.
Let's see. Britney's mother went crazy.
I'm proud of ye.
They got it. They got it annulled.
Yeah.
And then I know you're wondering, hold on a second. They went to Southwestern Louisiana University together. It sounds to me like the 13th grade in Hammond, Louisiana. They traveled by a limo to the Little White Wedding Chapel on the Strip in Vegas. They stopped at the Ghost Bar.
Oh, wow.
She wore a baseball cap and touring jeans. No word on what he was wearing. And finally...
He was wearing overalls and he had a piece of wheat in his mouth.
Did a little research into this guy. I predict that he's got a big future as perhaps a killer because he's the three-named guy.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. It's not Jason Alexander, Mike. It's Jason Allen Alexander.
Jason Allen Alexander was put to death at approximately 5:35.
Now, that's when all hell broke.
And he was put to death for what he done did.
And here's what he done did. He was busted. He's got a record.
Oh, he does.
He was busted on October 25th.
Party boy.
For battery and disturbing the police.
Battery? Disturbing the police or the peace? Disturbing
the peace, I'm sorry. The police say it stemmed from a bar fight.
Did he, disturbing the police, did he punch Sting?
It says, no, Stuart Copeland. I'll give you a prize if you can name the other guy.
I don't know the other guy.
So let's see, what was going through his mind? He hit one guy because this one guy... Rob, that's killing you, right? The third guy's
Summers.
name?
Andy Summers. That's right.
Okay, all right. We all know you know that stuff. Congratulations.
That's my prize.
Congratulations.
There he goes.
What's the prize? The prize? 3 more hours of the show. Congratulations. You're a winner.
He's got it.
You're a winner. What was going through Britney Spears' mind when she took this guy as her first husband? Well, it's got doctors and stuff.
So annulled or not, doesn't she get credit for it?
Yes, no, it counts.
Isn't she Britney Spears Alexander Todd?
Well, now that it's annulled,
Fisher,
I don't know.
Burton,
but yeah,
right?
She did it. She done did it.
We both started realizing what we had done. Then we started telling people what we done did.
What we done did.
And I know that there was a picture of him yesterday, Mike. Oh, God.
He had those ears, those kind of like inbred ears.
Here's a better picture, though. Here's his mugshot.
Oh, wow.
Courtesy of the smokinggun.com.
Described as a big muscular guy.
Oh, he's like, he's a mallet head. You can tell by looking at him.
We done did it.
Looks like jug handles.
Man, what we done did.
And I know that... Oh, the phone scan time, right. I think you're probably wondering the same thing I am. Do you think he tapped that? I think he has to have tapped it.
Tapped that. Yeah, I can tell by looking at him.
He's tapped it in the past, and he probably tapped it that night.
Well, sure.
Real good.
They were married.
And it speaks to also the drinking thing, because it looks like they were partying a little bit. They both liked it.
Well, that picture of him, Mike, that's from the night that he was arrested for getting in the bar.
Yeah, but I mean, if he was doing it back then, he's doing it now.
What we done did.
He just hit one guy because he bought his ex-girlfriend a drink.
What we done going to do is take your phone calls. Now, yes, it's the rotating random phone scan, but please keep in mind that like you, we suffer from ADD. So let's get right to the point. We want to take your calls, any topic. We don't screen these calls. 877-365-3636. The rotating random phone scan lies straight ahead.
It's the Don and Mike Show.
Oh, am I happy with this? It's a new year, Mike, and it's time for you to get a new wireless company. Take it from me. I speak with first-hand experience. Switch to Singular. Take advantage of the amazing deals Singular's offering right now.
You will be delighted with Singular's rollover minutes. You will.
You see what a whore I am? Look at this. What a whore I am.
I'm proud.
My wife was screaming yesterday.
I'm very proud. There's no need to mention that during the commercial.
Yet I'm telling you, only Singular has rollover. Only Singular lets you keep your number. And your unused anytime minutes.
Sign up for Family Talk, and Singular will give you 500 bonus rollover minutes to share. Add a line for $9.99 per line per month on select plans starting at just $39.99 a month.
Nationwide long distance included.
How about that?
I'd like it. Singular has the newest phones for the new year, like the Motorola V400, $149.99 after a $50 mail-in rebate. Get the built-in camera, the picture caller ID, the voice imaging, the cool ringtones, and it plays the MP3s that some people love.
New year, new wireless company, new script, same number. Make the switch to Singular. Call today, 1-866-SINGULAR. Log on to Singular.com.
That's it. We got it.
WJFK.
What are you going to do?
Don and Mike Show.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
I'm mad. I am mad enough. And yet still very self-conscious, but I'm going to write a book. And I'm going to talk. I wanted to believe. And I tried my damnedest to believe in the rainbow that I tried to get over, and I couldn't. So what?
The Don and Mike Show.
You can call Don and Mike anytime from anywhere in America. 877-365-3636. They're ready to believe you.
Oh, what a hoot, and so totally refreshing.
They'll put more cash in your khaki pants. Don and Mike.
All right, be advised. Here we go. Your calls on the rotating random phone scan. I've been debating this a lot. We're going to go inside the actor's studio for a moment.
Inside the comedy mind of Don Geronimo.
Why Jay Leno is on inside the actor's studio, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I always thought that was for movie stars, and I could tolerate James Lipton's, parking space inside the columns of celebrities.
But Jay Leno was in one movie, it's a cop karate movie.
Wasn't he also in a 50s movie? Wasn't he
American Hot West? Yeah, he played Alan Freed's driver in American Hot West.
Yeah, but still, that doesn't count.
No.
Listen, here's the new. What I just want to tell you. Here's the DJ revelation. We have to play. Here was the deal that we made when we re-upped to syndicate the show. If we did a local show just in Washington, D.C., we could go past 4 hours and it wouldn't matter. Being as we're on a network with a satellite, and we have now, I think, we're counting between 50. You got to love Westwood One. We asked them how many stations we're on. Between 50 and 70.
They haven't told us specifically.
I just saw an email today from someone up at the top level.
We're on between 50 and 70 stations.
They're working on that. The things are great, but they're working on getting us all of this stuff.
Okay.
The point is, We got to get the show in 4 hours. And it doesn't matter what time of year it is. It doesn't matter what the economy is like.
It's getting the show in with all the commercials.
Here's the deal. We have to play, and I know this sounds like an astronomical amount, and frankly it is. We have to play over 18 minutes of commercials an hour. We have to. We have them in 2 breaks.
It's kind of what you get on television. I mean, we should really say that. It's a similar number to what you'd see on TV. We do that in radio also. When you hear the number, it even shocks me. That's why I feel this incredible desire to explain to our listening audience that it's not as bad as you might think.
For a long time, and people, one perception is, wow, that our radio station, WJFK, has changed that. Back a long time ago, the commercials weren't 10 minutes long. Well, back in the day, we would play 3 commercial sets an hour, 6 minutes each.
Right. Same number.
And the problem is, and then you get less time to talk. So really, the best way to do this is just, and as much as I hate saying,
you get less time to talk in an extended fashion.
Yeah, right. I mean, you're talking, then you go, oh crap, we got to break
again.
again.
Thought, and it really didn't fit the format that we were doing.
So, I'm just going to be very honest with everybody in the coming year and tell you, and this is as much as I know for years we said we were the show that you'd never know when we're going to break, and I still think we have that spontaneity, and I'm glad that we're on all of these 50 to 70 radio stations. But the deal is we got to play the commercials, and the only way to play the commercials and make sure that everybody gets to hear the show is to play the commercials in a time so that the show is spaced out. So. Here's the deal. Or spaced out correctly, I should say. Not spaced out.
The show's been spaced out for years, man.
Like hi. Here's the deal. Wherever you're living, you can count on commercials being played from 20 after till 30 after. Every hour. And again, from 10 minutes till the top of the hour.
Roughly.
Yeah.
Give or take.
So you do the math.
Yeah, give or take. I mean, give or take a little bit here, a minute there.
1, 2, 3 minutes either way. But give or take, and at this point, advertisers be damned. Let's just be honest with our audience. You're listening to the show now because you dig us and you like what we do, and we appreciate that. We would like it if you patronize our advertisers.
We would indeed. Yes.
But why dick you around about this?
We're trying to be honest with you and telling you when we're taking our commercials.
So you want the show? Here's the show. You get 40 minutes of show every hour. That's the best we can do. That they sell every other second. They sell every goddamn nanosecond. So now, why should we dick you around? Like, what if you get in your car and you go, God, I don't know. When did they start doing this bit? I got to stop this. No, we'll make it very simple for you. There's a reason that a lot of dumb radio rules still work, like the stations that have traffic on the 6s or traffic on the whatevers. You get trained to that, and you go, oh, I know. Oh, if I'm stuck in traffic, even though the traffic's worthless, I'll turn that station on because I know they have traffic.
Right.
Well, now you know.
I never do that.
But a lot of people do.
I think a lot of people, they do.
And now you'll know that if you want to hear our show, listen between the top of the hour and 20, or the bottom of the hour and 50.
Chatter and tomfoolery on the O's.
There you go. That's right. Thank you, Mike.
On the double O's.
On the O's.
On the double zeros. On the zeros.
On the O's.
Yeah. On the aughts.
On the aughts.
Well,
on the zeros.
On the zeros. Show on the zeros. Well, but the spots are on the zeros, too.
Right. Yeah, and we didn't really... we're going to have to work that out. We didn't adhere to that, this particular...
No.
This segment didn't start.
This segment started late, so if we break this segment at 20 minutes after...
Then we'll be back on track.
And I look at this...
Hey, but as I said, and we do have spontaneity on this show. We're doing a lot more to maintain that schedule than we used to, but it's still, the nature of the program lends itself to a little flexibility.
Anything can happen.
Right, but...
Unless we want to go to the Steve Ducey format where it breaks whether we're talking or not.
Yeah, right. That's where they got the machine. So anyway, that's the announcement that if you want to, no matter where you are and you're listening to this show right now, you're going to hear us talk for 10 more minutes. Then we're going to break for commercials for 10 minutes. And then we'll talk for 20 minutes, and then we'll play 10 more minutes of commercials, and that's how it will continue. So that, whatever Mike just said, hilarity on the zeros.
Yeah, tomfoolery and chatter on the zeros.
And, commercials twice an hour.
Now, also, but I want to, this is really important because I want to tell people that we have to have a little flexibility here. Because it's not always going to be exactly on the zeros.
Yeah, but it's going to be close to it.
It's going to be close. It's roughly, we're talking about ballpark here.
For us, it's going to be...
And for us, that's a real accomplishment.
For us, that's something. Yeah. But that's about the only thing that I can figure out, so that at the end of the show...
And they're telling us that because of that, we'll be heard, and you can hopefully... look forward to us announcing other affiliates, and we'll tell you, well,
I don't believe that.
I've never believed
I don't believe that has anything to do with it. I just know that in previous years we've run at the mouth a little bit, having fun. We get to the end of the show, and it's time for the news or a bit we want to do, and we got no time.
Well, sometimes we have affiliates, sometimes we lose affiliates, and I will tell you, having been down in Fort Myers, Florida, where we used to have a fine affiliate down there, I really think they've made a better move. The Spanish gospel station that I was listening to was a big improvement over this show.
Having said all of that, so now everybody, hopefully we'll only have to make this announcement a couple more times, right? At different times. Just you'll hear the show between the top of the hour and 20, and then between 50 and
first 20 minutes of every half hour. First 20 minutes of every half hour.
It's confusing,
give or take. Yeah.
Just a way of letting you know when we'll be on, and it's a way for us to get the commercials in, which is just a drag when they call us in and say, why didn't you play the commercial on time?
Exactly.
God, you're sitting here, you tried doing this. Dicks. Hello, Don and Mike, not you, them. Hello, Don and Mike.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Hey, phone scan. Hello, hi.
Hey, what do you think crocodile prefer eating, a baby or a dead chicken?
What? Hold on.
Wait, is this some Steve Irwin joke?
Yeah, Steve Irwin.
All right, try it again. Get a running start.
Do you think a crocodile, you would jump higher for a dead
Now, hold on a second. I will tell you, are you saying crocodile hunter because it's turning into crocodile?
Yes, crocodile hunter, Steve Irwin.
Yes.
Okay, what about him?
Do you think a crocodile itself will jump higher for a baby or a dead chicken?
Okay, now I enjoyed it.
Okay, well,
I enjoyed it.
I know.
I'm just being kind to the guy.
Okay, well,
because he was able to put it into ass.
Don and Mike.
Yeah, Don and Mike. Hi, phone scan. Hello.
Toast Bob.
Pardon me. Hold on, was that a plug?
Yeah, that was my dude Walker. This is East Coast Bob.
Oh, well, play it again. We didn't hear it.
Okay, here it is.
This is East Coast Bob.
He did that for me a couple of years ago.
Oh, it's nice.
All right, so what's happening? You have a website out in Sacramento, right?
Yeah, it's got a lot of Don and Mike stuff on it.
Right on.
Hey, I put that Joe Namath tape is up on my website, too.
Okay.
Anybody wants to see it.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Do you have audio with that?
Yeah, I got the good clean audio with it.
Audio and video. Oh, because you got to watch. It's synced up.
We have that tape now, right?
We have just the audio. We don't have the video, do we? No, we don't. No. So, I might go to East Coast Bob.
I will.
All right, Bob.
Hey, did you watch the airline show last night?
No, we talked about that. Hello? Oh, he's gone. We talked about it, and I didn't watch it yesterday.
What show is this?
The reality show about Southwest Airlines.
No, I didn't watch that myself. No.
Did not. I did watch something that you told me to watch. I watched, because football wasn't on, I watched that show Las Vegas.
It's a good show, and you saw a good one last night.
Yeah, with the guy with the prosthetic leg.
Yeah, it was very good, very good.
It's okay. Maybe it'll grow on me.
Well, I'll tell you why I like it. I like it for one reason. I like James Caan. I like James Caan, and he is. I mean, that is absolutely a role that's perfect.
And the women on that show, week in, week out,
they're so hot.
Man. Yeah, now I'll give you that.
The little bribe with the hostess to be the ring card girl.
Oh, the girl who threw up. You mean?
And some weeks it's just cleavage everywhere for an hour.
Yes, it is, and it's good cleavage too.
Nice. Hi, Don and Mike show. So anyway, good recommendation on
all right,
guys. Hello, Don and Mike.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Hi, we're doing great, thank you.
I am so happy you guys are back from your break. Happy New Year. I am a huge fan, first time caller, and you guys just make my day every time I drive home and I sit at my stupid desk at work.
All right, thanks.
I just love you guys. I've been listening to you ever since, back in the wave of days. And
thank you.
I'm just so happy.
Thank you. There's really no awkward way.
There's one thing I can say to this guy. I can say I love you.
Well,
and I'll just say with Joe Namath, I want to kiss you.
I care for you too.
I care for you.
Don and Mike, phone scan. Hello.
Hey Don and Mike, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Who's older or who's younger, Mike's girlfriend or your daughter?
That's a good question.
My daughter. My daughter. It's close.
Yeah. Mike?
It's close, though.
Did you check the pay stub for her mom?
What's that? What?
Did you check the pay stub for her mom? Does she work at a sewage plant?
No, not Don's daughter, sir.
No.
Wow. I think no.
Wouldn't that be something?
That would be something. You'd approve?
You'd be a wonderful son-in-law. I love Don and Mike.
Would you approve of me?
Yeah.
Good, very good.
Are you kidding?
That's
sure.
wonderful.
Except you're old enough to be her father.
There you go.
I mean, and you are in that case.
Yes.
You are in the other case, too, but you really are in that one.
That's not a fact that's lost on me.
Hello, Don and Mike.
Hey, damn dummies, how you doing?
We're doing great, thank you.
Hey, one comment on the Britney issue.
Yeah.
I'm calling from Vegas.
Right on.
That's it. I'm a 22-year-old Louisiana football player in a hotel room on New Year's Eve with the hottest girl in the world, and I just married her. I'm not going to bang her?
Yeah, I think I think it's an absolute lock that he banged her.
He probably has been banging her since they were, in school together.
Now, the first picture I saw of the guy, he seemed kind of like an Eek the Geek, and then you see what he is. He's kind of a thick-necked jock type of guy.
Yeah, me like you.
Yeah, that's good. Look what we did. Look at the babies we killed.
Don and Mike show. Hello, Don.
Hey, guys.
Hey, phone scan. Hi.
Hey, you think that he has that garter hanging up in his Trans Am?
Yeah, that was mentioned yesterday as well. That he has the Black Smoky and the Bandit Trans Am.
I didn't know he was that big a football player type of guy.
Yeah. Hello, Don and Mike show. Phone scan. Hello.
Oops, I done did it again. I made a sin.
Okay, get out here.
Oops, I done did it again.
Don and Mike show. Hello.
Hello there, Don and Mike. How you doing?
Hello there.
Hello there. This is Red Fox. How you doing, Don and Mike?
Oh, I thought you were dead.
No, I'm still alive and kicking.
Hey, Robbie, and him Red Fox.
Yeah, Red. I don't talk to no whitey. I don't like no whitey like Robbie.
Of course you do not, Red.
He a racist, is he not?
Robbie.
Okay, this bit is kind of falling flat.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, you're right about that.
But the only reason I haven't hung up on you is just you just missed it. We got
the theme song.
We just found it. You know what you have to do? Call the office after the show. Your show promises a future caller. Call the show. Hello, Don and Mike show.
Baby, the other white meat.
What? Pardon?
Baby, the other white meat. A lot of people doing shtick about the
Don
Steve Irwin thing.
Hello, phone scan. Hello. What? Now, this is not the same guy, is it?
The phone scans are back on the Don and Mike show.
The young man named Jason Alexander picked the booger from his nose, inspected it, and thought, I'll eat it. And then I'll share the taste with Britney Spears.
Yes. The marriage was short-lived, but they found love in Las Vegas, Nevada, as they both exclaimed, look what we have done did.
And now, this simple man with his black Trans Am drives back to Louisiana knowing that he'll never wash his right hand, his left hand, his left foot, or his penis again.
That's it. It's over.
It was lovely.
That's the guy.
Yeah, right.
That's the same guy. It's been a while since he's called.
Yeah.
Hello, Don and Mike show. Phone scan. Hello.
Hi, this is Ken. I play in a reggae band in this area, and we were planning to play it. We were scheduled to play at the auto show this Saturday, and they canceled on us because Surf was doing this Ford Focus giveaway.
Yeah.
Hey, you can't drop the S
I
bomb.
love those reggae bands.
Sorry.
You can't drop the S bomb.
No F bombs. So we decided to heckle him a little bit, and I broke out my video camera. And this guy, he was.
Let me hold up before you say it. I'm not necessarily going to disagree. Let me just say that Surf is one of our friends.
We like him.
He is a veteran of Washington radio for over 30 years. Are you going to discuss his hair plugs?
His hair plugs? No,
he wasn't.
No.
Well, that would be the most obvious.
He is a friend.
So what happened with the camera?
So they canceled our show for.
You said that already. Yeah.
And we decided to heckle him a little bit.
With
and our
the camera.
drummer was like, "Hey, Surf, nice mullet," looking out at the crowd and all that. And we got it on videotape. And We were just fun.
And then we went and smoked another big fatty.
Story has no ending.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Reggae or surf?
Don, Mike,
Reggae
Buzz, how you doing?
Howdy.
Hey, what's going on? How you doing?
You know, Surf doesn't have hair plugs. Just for the record.
No.
He does. Best of my knowledge,
no.
Surf, the disc jockey, does not have hair plugs.
That's right.
He does not. See? Now
he didn't when the Beatles landed either.
Now, there's proof right there. You can tell a bold-faced lie, and God does nothing to you.
No, the lightning bolt did not come down from the sky.
I hate to keep bringing him up on the show, but look at that. I just told him an absolute 100% fabrication.
Well,
Don Caldwell.
not always. Not always
has hair plugs. That's all right. I don't care if he gets on his show today and says Mike Source is bald and fat.
Well, I don't think he'd do that.
No.
It's all in good fun.
You're breaking the format. Oh, my. Time for one more, and this will be the last caller. Maybe wins a valuable prize.
Please welcome Little Feet.
Hello, Don and Mike Show. Phone scan. Hello.
Don and Mike, radio guys.
Howdy.
How's it going? Chris from California.
Hi there, Chris. What can we do for you?
Just wondering if you're going to watch the Governor State of the State tonight.
Oh, that's right. It's the State of the State from Arnold Schwarzenegger tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
The State of the State is strong.
And we'll need tape on that. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, thank you for that tip. Oh, that's great.
And then we'll have to edit out all the F words again.
Radio guys.
Yeah.
I heard that he's going to have the final solution tonight.
Jesus.
I was afraid of that.
Oh, my God.
For the budget.
My friend, you're the last caller on the phone scan. You want a DVD copy of Sex and the City? The complete fifth season. Now available on Dividend Vicious from HBO Home. Get it wherever Dividends and Vicious are sold. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. I love you.
Thank you. We are fond of you. It's a good phone scan.
Good ending.
Good job, everybody. And just about on that. We'll be back in 10 minutes.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
We're here. We're queer. We're Irish. Get used to it. We're here. We're queer. We're Irish. Get used to it. The Don and Mike Show.
You can call Don and Mike anytime from anywhere in America. 877-365-3636. They're ready to believe you. They like 'em cow big. Don and Mike.
Right, moo moo.
We have an interview coming up here, but first, get a good education and join the rest on the Magna School. Anybody out there? When we were taking the phone scan, nothing came through. Anybody bother going to robertgoulet.com yesterday? I mean, anybody out there listening? It's Tom Gavin. Is anybody out there listening? You went to robertgoulet.com. Perhaps you clicked on Goulet on Goulet.
Goulet on Goulet.
And you saw that retarded cartoon. The reason we went to robertgoulet.com was Robert Goulet had some bad things to say about Britney Spears.
You don't like her. He doesn't like what she done did.
We have a number for Robert Goulet.
Oh, good.
We've had him on the show before.
Right.
We're going to do this thing where we pick up the phone off the air, right?
See if we can get Goulet on the show.
Robert Goulet, artist.
I know we got some guy about cornholing who wants to talk to us.
Mm-hmm.
But Robert Goulet, now I'm getting this. Hi, is this Robert Goulet's house? This is answering service. Great. Hold on just a second. Hey, Robbie, handle this, would you please? Hey, would you come on the radio for a second to say hi to everybody from Robert Goulet's answering service? Yeah, sure.
Right. Oh, that's nice.
That's very nice.
Didn't have to do that.
I just hung up on her.
Oh.
I didn't mean to. Ouch. Well, call her back. He ain't there. Here's another phone number we got. This phone rule kills us.
Yes.
We used to just cold call people.
What's the other number?
Jason Alexander.
You mean the guy that done did it?
Right. In Louisiana.
Excellent.
22 years old.
Now, will you be able to pick up the phone while Rob is on the...
Yep, using two separate lines.
Oh, no, actually he won't.
269.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Here we go.
I thought I saw that one coming.
No, you're right, Mike, because only one of us can hold a handset.
I did something I rarely do on this show. I think ahead.
So here we go. I'm trying to call now in Kentwood, Louisiana.
George isn't here.
Mama!
It's a man's ear! There's 3 rings. Hold on. Pick it up, Mike. Pick it up. You got to hear the message.
Like scrambled for the phone.
I just heard, have a good day.
Have a good day.
I don't even have anything to say.
No.
You just had to hear.
What did it say?
It wasn't what was being said. It was
how it was being said.
Yes, it was. We're not in right now, but if you leave us a message, we will get it off the answering machine. At that point, that's what I said to you. Pick it up, and the guy. Anyway.
Look what we done, Dad.
All right. Well, then, Rob, when you get done leaving the message for Robert Goulet.
Yes.
So we can ask him about the cartoon. Make a call to Jason Alexander.
Very good.
And see about him.
Yeah.
Now, here's what we do have scheduled for this time. We love a great interview.
This really is something that we were unaware of, and apparently it's quite popular in the Midwest.
I know a lot of you listening to the show. I don't want to spotlight certain cities, but I will. D.C., San Francisco, Des Moines. Hotbeds for fags.
You think so?
Oh, yes. Well, I know. There's out of the 3 cities I mentioned, Washington, D.C., San Francisco, and Des Moines.
Right.
I'll tell you one I know. They're all over Des Moines.
Well, I must mention also that I just spent a good deal of time in Key West, Florida.
They're all over there, too, Mike. But apparently, cornholing is most popular in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Huh. Yeah, lots of cornholers, especially next month.
That's your cornholing championship. Now, here's the deal. On February 20th, the U.S. Bank Arena expects to have 1,000 cornholers competing in the first annual Cincinnati Cornhole Classic Tournament. As we all know, cornhole, is a game played with bean bags.
Well, of course.
Filled with corn.
Filled with corn.
Right.
And then it says here, tossed through a piece of slanted wood with a hole cut in the center.
Everybody will be competing for the glory.
The game is comparable to horseshoes, the exception that women and children love cornholing because the bags are light enough. So even they can throw it. Even your smallest child can be introduced to the wonderful world of cornholing.
Nice. I guess the game is quite popular at tailgating parties.
It is, Mike. Well, you can't go. It says here, we're both reading the dumb PR thing together. You can't go to a tailgating without getting hit by a cornhole.
A cornhole bag.
Cornhole bag. They expect to set a new Guinness record for the world's largest cornholing.
I'd like to know what kind of, for the experts, the people that are going to compete for the 2 grand, what kind of preparation goes into a good cornholing.
Yeah, me too. And gosh, I can't tell you. It's been years since I've cornholed
I thought you've never cornholed.
Are you cornholding or are you being cornholed?
You mean, are you cornholing or are you being cornholed?
Yes.
I think it depends on what side of the field you're standing.
Your preference.
All right, let's call this guy. This guy's name is Kevin, and he's in Cincinnati.
Kevin, Old House? Yes. With the house spelled like that German way, Rob, the way you like to spell it.
But there's no umlaut there.
Now, that would be...
Your call is being transferred.
All right, get ready. Here we go, live right now. Calling this guy.
Kevin?
This guy. Hey, Kevin, this is Don and Mike, the guys with the radio show.
How you doing, gentlemen?
We're doing great. Thanks for joining us.
I appreciate you having me on the show.
Let me just say, cornholing, wow.
We had no idea it was this popular.
Not necessarily a fan, but I'd have to say there is a level of morbid curiosity on my part.
Oh, I understand. It's actually cornholing. It's sometimes some call it corn toss, similar versions of the beanbag.
But I like. Yeah. Just refer to it as cornholing.
How long has cornholing been around?
Cornholing? Well, that's a great question.
Did the Greeks start it?
No, I think it was actually a German game.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
No surprise there.
Yeah.
Now, you yourself, are you a cornholer?
Yes, I am, actually.
When's the last time you... now, did you cornhole or were you cornholed?
I was actually cornholing.
Oh, you were that's the way you expressed it. You were cornholing.
Believe it or not, I was cornholing with my family.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Do you fancy yourself as a good cornholer?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm not good enough to get in this tournament, I don't think.
When you mentioned you cornholed your cornholing your family, how long ago did this blessed event take place?
Well, I would have to say it was a while ago, right when the game started to get pretty popular. But actually, it's one of those things that you do at tailgate and everything else. And
who likes cornholing more, guys or girls?
That's a great question. I don't really have an answer for that one.
You don't know who does. Do you have to have any particular skills to be an excellent cornholer?
Yeah, you pretty much have to be able to breathe.
That's it.
And I think you probably need strength, stamina,
flexibility.
Well, you know what? It's not that big of a deal, actually.
Now, what about some tricks of the trade for those listening right now and saying, cornholing is something I've been interested in, but I'm a little afraid by the mystique of it. Could you think of it? Is there anything? I'm thinking a lot of times. Petroleum jelly helps.
I get it.
Virtually any situation.
I get it.
Well, I mean, I know that when you talk about doctoring the baseball, for example,
right?
Any type of lubricant can normally assist the flight of the ball. Is that similar in cornholing? Does a lubricant work well with cornholing?
You know what? I really don't know about that. Seems like you guys know a ton about it.
No, we don't.
With you, but I really don't know anything. I'm actually talking about a tournament, like a corn toss, a beanbag game. Not anything with petroleum jelly, as if you guys speak very high.
All I've heard is that when cornholing, you try for number 2. You don't try to be number 1. You try for number 2.
Really?
When you're cornholing,
it's interesting.
You shoot for number 2.
Well, we don't know a lot about cornholing, but we know a lot about sports, and that's really where the whole petroleum jelly thought came by. I'm sure you could use anything else like earwax.
I'm sure you heard the story about the Oakland Raiders that used to put the KY jelly on their jerseys
just to make it slippery.
You know what? I appreciate your time. I understand what you're going after here.
What's the problem, dude? What's the problem? There is.
I'm sorry?
I don't know what you...
Oh, there's no problem. I just have things to do, and I appreciate talking to you.
Didn't we schedule you for an interview?
I'm sorry?
We just want to find out. I mean, you got a $2,000 prize for the best cornholer.
Sure. It's obviously. I mean, it's a game that you play.
But I mean, I would imagine
there's no sexual. There's no gay.
What do you mean sexual innuendo? What are you talking about?
You're the one that's bringing it up. Listen, dude, I had big thoughts about this segment, but you wrecked them.
Oh, I got you. I've been interviewed better by a high school show.
I think you're being an a-hole.
Don't be an ass.
You mean he didn't track until like halfway through?
Took a while. Yeah.
Okay, well, there you go. There's our interview with the cornhole guy.
Bravo. Well done.
And now, Rob, you have the extreme pleasure of calling him back
and asking him how it went.
How he thought the interview went. Let me dial him up here.
Rob's lucky day.
Guys, I'll tell you when he tracked with it is when you brought up petroleum jelly.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what rang the bell.
Yeah.
Cornholing.
But up until that, now Rob will chat with him.
Go, Rob, pick it up.
Yeah, I got it.
You got it?
See how it went.
Here we go.
Oh, hold on.
What are you doing?
You got the wrong key in.
Oh, sorry about that. He has an extension. Apparently I pressed the wrong extension. My apologies.
That would be the cornholing extension.
Yeah.
And boy, like we're the only ones that would take that in that direction.
Who says 2004 is not going to be a great year? We only been on the air 2 days in this year, and that's the first guy to say he's been interviewed better by high schoolers.
The Don and Mike show. Oh, it's his voicemail.
Oh, not answer. Well, he had things to do.
Yeah, I think he was eager to get out.
Well, it's a shame.
Hi, Kevin. It's Rob with the Don and Mike show. Thanks again for your time. I thought it went well, and we'd like to perhaps have you back sometime. All right? Have a great new year.
Bye-bye then.
And bye-bye now.
Cornholer!
Good luck with the cornholing.
Cornholer!
Bye, Ben.
We get jokes.
Yeah.
Petroleum jelly.
And really, yeah. I know that I wanted to find out more about cornholing, but then again, Don, you've always known that. And we didn't really find out all that much information. He said anybody could do it, but I guess that's true.
Sure, anybody can do it.
All you have to do is be able to breathe. Isn't that what he said?
He does it with his family.
I think I've heard you. Do it with dead people.
Wow. Oh, dear me.
You can cornhole dead people.
That's our first sick thought of the new year.
Oh, no, I've had plenty. Maybe just the first I've verbalized.
The first articulated.
I think yesterday I think you would have identified it when I said God's a douchebag yesterday.
Yeah, but that was, this one was a little more deep.
That was just shocking.
That was just shocking. This was a little whenever we get on this subject, and I think it's appropriate to bring that up in the first part of the new year, it's always an interesting subject with you, cornholing.
I'm willing to...
have you accepted cornholing yet?
No. I mean, listen, if others want to, more power to them.
Absolutely. Whatever they do in the privacy.
Me personally, no. Like I said, it's an exit, not an entrance. But, frankly, at this point in my life, I'd be willing to do like one of those Roseanne Barr things where you go into one of those phony trances where you get like Sylvester Stallone's
past life regression.
And tell you that, yes, for whatever reason, like when the topic of anal comes up on the show,
right?
That I immediately say it's an exit, not an entrance. Perhaps, Mike, I'll throw it out there. What the hell? It works.
Would you do that on the air?
What?
Would you do a past life regression on the air?
Sure. To find out. No, it'd have to
Can
be
we get
some
Carney to come in?
It would have to be in this life, though.
Yeah.
To find out if when I was a kid. My parents had anal with me.
Maybe you maybe you could be like put under, and we could do that. You've been hypnotized on the show.
Here's the thing that's so unbelievable, and maybe it'll make it believable. I still can't picture, and I'm adopted, so I have every right to think this. I can't picture my parents having sex,
right?
The straight way. I can't picture man on woman sex.
Nobody likes to.
No, but I mean,
you can't even. Put together an image, huh?
My parents, throughout my entire life, even before I became nutty with them and they with me, they were never, I love you.
Not affectionate, not physically affectionate to one another.
Nothing. No,
right.
I got to think that either my dad worked his man all the time or he just didn't have it, and she didn't seem to care much, so I don't know.
Well, they've been together probably a long time before you got aware of that type of thing.
I mean, who knows? So maybe I don't know what my point is. Maybe.
But your point is you need a past life regression.
Oh,
Jesus.
Perhaps I was.
That would explain.
Perhaps
the fascination with it?
And the fear and the concern.
The fear, the incredibly passionate emotional reaction every time the subject comes up.
And this point, it might be good for the show. I mean, I don't know that Montel Williams is really sick. I mean, I guess he is. Yeah. I see him on TV. I guess I believe him. Do I believe that he was going to blow his brains out because of that? I don't know. But I know I'm seeing him on TV now, crying now and selling a book about it.
Yeah.
For goodness sake.
So you ready to get the hypnotist to come in here?
Well, if it leads to a book deal or something, maybe I would.
Yeah.
But just in case, I might have to wait until Sam and Fran kick.
Yeah.
Just so that there's no one that could come from the other side to say, we never did that. Because I really don't think that I was anally abused when I was a child.
Yeah, you probably...
But I might be willing to cash in on it once they're dead.
Sure. Well, wouldn't there be evidence? Couldn't they find out if you were? Wouldn't there be scars or something like that?
Be all healed by now.
Yeah, it's been so long.
Thank you, doctor.
It's been so long.
That's a disturbing little tip-in you just had there.
Yes, it is.
I don't know, but color me cornholed by my parents.
And,
I'll go with that in 2004.
Took 5 minutes of that interview before old Kevin figured out what we were talking about.
All right, so there you go. That's Cincinnati, Ohio, where we're not heard. We're not heard. Don't matter. Got a break. Be right back.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
Me? That's why the bosses sent me out here. They wanted me to make sure none of the other crews robbed the joint. Like these two balloon heads over here. They were going to try to bang us out of $200 grand? Yeah, right, I'm sure.
The Don and Mike Show.
Comedy is partly shtick. Don and Mike.
There you go, right there. Almost 5 o'clock on the East Coast, and it's almost 2 o'clock out west. We'll be talking for 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's magic.
And then you'll hear commercials for 10 minutes. And then we'll talk again for 20 minutes. We're not going to run this into the ground, but we wanted to... It's an emergency shout-out.
An emergency shout-out to alert you to the new system that we are implementing for 2004.
The one that I fought for the last 17 years. Finally, now I see it's the only way to get the whole show into the 4 hours.
Everything came around once they put that big bag outside your door.
So I don't know what the deal is with my brother. I wanted to have him on the show today to find out his New Year's resolution, but I can't get.
Did he mention to you that he was going to have a New Year's resolution?
No, but I've got like a million of them for him. But
do you have any?
Yes, but I can't talk about it.
Why?
Because I don't want to.
Can you give me a little more?
I already told you what it is.
He's writing it down.
Really?
This must be important.
Right? Remember that? I told you that?
Oh, yeah.
Right. So, for me, Mike, for somebody obsessive compulsive like me.
I know.
That's
any others?
Other than that, I'm so perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. I'm so perfect.
Don't go changing.
I have a traditional one.
And it is?
It's one that I've adhered to. I've quit smoking.
And
now, why are you laughing at that? Why?
I'm thinking about all the times that we've had.
Well, I have quit, but I've quit for a year.
People on the
it shouldn't be a tradition. It should be a one time.
No, I'm saying it's a traditional one in that
it's not a tradition for you.
No, not a tradition.
Don't apologize.
Look at that now. 2 hours ago, you loved that promotion, the cheap promotional product from Coca-Cola.
Don't keep it. Give it back.
And
Throw it back.
Throwing it at Rob.
No, when I said
resolved to keep it.
When I said they're like seagulls, aren't they? You know, when I said it, I mean that's kind of the trite one that everybody does. The smokers, I'm going to quit smoking as a New Year's resolution, and it's really not. It's because I got a cold like everybody else, and then when the cold was over, I said, well, it was in my chest, and I'm not going to smoke, and I haven't smoked. And
smoke more, eat more, drink more, F more, work my man more, drive my car faster.
And instantly, that's cigarette smoking. I reserve the right to an occasional cigar.
And make sure that we always talk for 20 minutes every time we talk.
Very good.
Did you watch Curb Your Enthusiasm Sunday night?
Yes.
Yeah, I love that show, and I've been screaming about
that. One of my
New
Year's resolutions was not to watch that show.
For a long time. I don't know. It was just the first episode, so it wasn't that great, right. At least in my opinion. However, Jerry Seinfeld is going to...
Is he on the show?
He's doing a cameo.
Oh, really?
He's doing a cameo, but
I'm sure it will be fantastic.
Larry David, Mr. David,
right,
says, "Don't blink, or you'll miss him."
Oh, I understand. So it's a little slam at Jerry.
Let's see. Seinfeld simply showed up one day, so they put him on one of the scenes. Now, if you go into Best Buy or Circuit City, you see every goddamn television show that was ever out now is in a box set.
It's ridiculous.
Shows that suck, like Punky Brewster, there's a box set.
But I have no desire, and I don't think you do either, to watch shows that about all of your Star Trek, your favorite show of all time, Star Trek Next Generation, you have the box set that you've never looked at.
Yeah, but that was on VHS. Now that it's DVD... you
still pop one in? Will you pop a television show in? I mean, when it's not on TV, why?
Yeah, I do.
I'm surprised at that because you're like me, that you will watch a movie.
But I know what I like.
When it just comes on.
Like if I like Dick Van Dyke, and I've got a bunch of Dick Van Dykes on DVD, I'll watch
those.
DVD.
Are classics.
And also what's great is you get extras sometimes that are pretty cool.
But listen, here's the point. Every television show in the history of the world now, and the ones especially that suck, and a reminder, a great... post-Christmas gift, King of Queens is now out on box set.
Yeah, how exciting is that?
To show you how low the bar has fallen. Yeah. However, the Seinfeld show, still not available on DVD.
That's crazy.
And here is why. Jerry would get money for it, Jerry Seinfeld.
Right.
Yeah.
However, the other three refused to participate because they would not get paid. This issue has still not been resolved.
So they can't release it without their permission?
Right, without Michael Richards, Jason Alexander, not the one that married Britney Spears,
right,
and Julia Louis-Dreyfus. Now Jerry Seinfeld is haggling with them to get them to...
What does he have to haggle for?
Jerry Seinfeld has persuaded Michael Richards to grant an interview for the DVD, and he's hoping to sway Jason Alexander and Julia Louis-Dreyfus to do the same.
What he really wants them is to do a commentary. But there's no money in it for them to sit down and do the commentary.
So he's already talked Kramer into coming back.
But will they get money from the proceeds of the...
No.
Well, why doesn't he give him... I mean, he's got more money than Jesus anyway.
I don't know. That's a whole... Yeah, why'd you ask him? You know the answer.
Yeah, look at I'm asking.
When you ask him, you know the answer. Okay, radio. I have to comment on radio because we were telling you about our commercials and how we're going to be, 20 minutes to talk every time. I got a radio segment here. First, just a local note, and I think that this not only works locally, but through all the markets we broadcast to. There's a format called smooth jazz.
Smooth jazz.
And it's always promoted. It's always promoted in TV commercials, you know, where you see the guy with the saxophone, and it's like David Sanborn. But whenever I turn it on, it's always Al Green, which is all right with me, because I like soul music, and I like R&B. And they get away with this, where they go, you know, and the announcers are all that, you know. You're listening to Smooth Jazz 103.5. And I don't mind the fact that it's not really jazz, because I really don't like jazz music, that they're really just playing pop and R&B. Well, today, and it's the smooth jazz station here in D.C., and I wrote down the call letters, WJZW, great call letters. They're playing the Eagles. What? They were playing the song I Can't Tell You Why by the Eagles.
There's nothing jazzy about that.
And I'm looking at 105.7, that's our Baltimore station, 105.9, that's at 106.1, and the guy comes back on and goes, Smooth Jazz 105.9, Eagles, I can't tell you why.
I mean, I'd almost even accept something like Steely Dan, you know what I mean?
But not the Eagles. So, and Steely Dan's already in there. They do so much.
They do a lot of Steely Dan?
Across the line already. But the Eagles, that's awful.
So they're lying.
Of course they are. We did not get contacted again by Radio and Records magazine for our New Year's resolutions for 2004. But, however, I do have a sampling here of program directors, vice presidents, and the disc jockeys. And I guess the deal with this is from Radio and Records, which is an industry, a radio newspaper.
Yes, trade, what's known as a trade publication.
The Industry Bible. And I guess rather than with some of these guys, give real resolutions, for some of them it's a chance to show how funny they are.
Some comedy patterns.
So it's the article here from Kevin Carter. It says, "Yikes! It's 2004. Good luck and drive carefully. It's that time of year when we sit around, choke down bad eggnog, digest the Christmas and blah blah blah." Yeah. I asked radio people their resolutions for 2004.
Very good.
And let's start with a guy who works for our company, for Infinity Broadcasting. Some guy named John Zellner.
Who?
John Zellner.
Zellner?
He's the vice president of Top 40 programming for Infinity Broadcasting, our company.
Never heard of him. Didn't know
Here are his top 5 resolutions for 2004. Play songs from at least several other American Idol winners or finalists in heavy rotation.
Good plan.
Convince Paris Hilton to make guest appearance at my radio station. Moonlight as a weekend jock under the name Craven Moorhead.
Oh, God.
Get marriage tips from Nick Lachey. And number 1, help Kevin Carter come up with better ideas for this column. So that's
PD.
So that's what you're going to hear now.
Wow, that's so funny.
Here's one with a phone number that I'm really tempted to call.
Funny.
Because they have all these guys that are program directors and vice presidents, and then they got a disc jockey who's out of work.
Oh.
And his name is Danny Ocean.
Danny Ocean.
Hey, so I gotta like him.
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
Got the Ocean's 11 thing. I resolved to be out of work in 2004 and continue to put my family and my health first.
That's funny.
And he's got a phone number here, and I'm gonna write
that is funny. Yeah.
And Rob, maybe you can get this guy on the phone. I know you've been trying a lot of people today. 2, 3.
That one legitimately made me laugh.
Yeah.
That's his phone number.
Okay.
His family and my health first.
Can't be in radio and do those things.
Right.
Then you have... let me see. Here's Tommy Austin, who's program director of KHFI in Austin, Texas.
This won't be funny. He's a program director.
That's right.
One of my jocks, Brother Fred, and incidentally, brother is spelled
B-R-U-T-H-A?
B-R-O-T-H-A. Brother Fred. One of my jocks, Brother Fred, just yelled out his resolution, "Stop having sex with interns. Mine is much more professional to increase our ratings and to stop my jocks from having sex with the interns."
God, what an ass.
Let's see. How about from... Okay, here's Nikki Knight.
Who's Nikki Knight?
Nikki Knight is a girl.
Okay.
Nikki is spelled like porno, Nikki. Nikki Knight, it's a takeoff, I guess, on Nick at Night. Nikki Knight from WFBC in Greenville, South Carolina. Her New Year's resolution is to buy pants in color other than black. So at least she's the only one that gave an honest New Year's resolution.
Real. Nikki Knight must be a large woman.
Probably.
Yeah. Sure.
I got you. Then you have... Okay, now here's a guy, as far as I can tell, who took this seriously. And from a station, incidentally, that we used to be on in Mobile, Alabama, WABB. Oh, Robbie, you get a hold of the disc jockey that was featured in this article?
No, I got the Widow Ocean. And Danny is not there. And I left a phone number so he could get back to us ultimately. But Mrs. Ocean, strangely, did not want to come on the air.
She did not. All right. Was she a nice lady?
She is enjoying the new year.
There you go.
No, here you go, from WABB in Mobile, station in Canada. We had pretty decent ratings.
Yeah.
Being as only taking into consideration we're on a POS AM station. We pulled like a 1.5.
We were happy with that.
We're proud of what we done did there.
Anyway, they canceled us, and now here's the program director with his New Year's resolutions. Never let business take precedence over family. Kick my competition's ass.
Oh, yeah.
Never let a friend down. Keep my staff motivated. Develop at least 3 new talents this year.
Yeah, because I'm a kingmaker.
Ass. Reestablish relationships with old friends. Focus all my energy on being the best. Keep fighting the fight as an independent against the big chains. Always return to answer my phone calls and emails. And never kiss ass just to get into a column in Radio and Records.
Who was that? I give him another credit. Give Ass Man.
Jay Hastings from WABB in Mobile.
Yeah, Kingmaker, to develop 3 new talents.
Okay, now here's a guy who...
Hey, you're going places, son.
Here's a guy named Jeff Kapugi, and he wants to throw around the fact, even though it has his name and says he's a brand manager for 3 radio stations in Tampa. He's got to throw that around. Even though right at the very beginning it's got Jeff Kapugi and says he runs 3 stations. It says, my resolution is to figure out how to manage 3 major radio stations in Tampa Bay.
I'm just so incredibly busy. I'm a kingmaker, ass.
That's not all. It says, my resolution is to figure out how to manage these 3 killer stations in Tampa, along with all the friggin' brand stations that Mark Chase gives me to oversee.
If the radio stations were countries, I think Tampa, the radio stations in Tampa, somebody ought to selectively drop a warhead on all of them.
All right, now here's a guy from a record.
Just the kind of the way the people are. Seriously, would you not agree?
Yeah.
What the F is it with Tampa, with all the guys down there that think they're so special?
Tampa is a pretty great place. I mean, I think after you're there for a while, it's kind of grained into your system.
Hey, yes, sir.
Let's go there and be like
Mason Dixon.
Yeah, I know he's a dick, but I like Tampa. And I think that all those guys in Tampa, all those radio guys in Tampa, almost all the radio guys that we know in Tampa, including Mason Dixon, they're all licensed sheriffs. Don't you remember we were down in Tampa Bay and Tom Rivers and all those guys from WQIK all pulled out their badges and stuff?
Yeah, I remember it well.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
They're nuts.
Yeah, I don't like those guys. I really don't. I don't like them at all. They're all such slicky. They think but it's Tampa. It really is.
I don't know. I like Tampa.
I
like it there. And you can definitely be a bigger fish in a smaller pond, like down in Tampa Bay. That's how those guys can go down there and end up with the sheriff's badge, and we can end up driving.
And they can come to radio conventions and wear Dick Tracy outfits.
And you and I can end up driving in a car with some guy who's drunk, driving about 80 miles an hour, and both Mike and I are saying, "Hey man, don't you think you should get someone else to drive?" And he leans around while he's driving and goes, "Hey, no problem.
Badge.
I got a sheriff's badge."
God.
Here you go. Now, here's a record guy. Now, record guys who work for the record companies, they're driven. So now you're going to find out. This is from Tom Starr, Vice President of Pop Promotion for Elektra Records.
That's a biggie.
So his resolutions are, spend more time with my beautiful wife and my amazing kids. Make sure my real friends know how important they are to me. break Jet, that's a new act, and make Jason Mraz huge. So
he gets his little plug in.
Yeah, he got the plug.
Spend more time with my beautiful wife and my great kids. And here's the act I'm promoting.
Let me see. Let's go to... Oh, God. How about... You got to love a guy named Big Dave. Big Dave Eubanks.
Big Dave.
Big Dave Eubanks. Look at his picture, Robbie.
Is he big? Is he big?
No, he looks like Britney Spears' boyfriend.
Okay.
Although everybody today looks like Britney Spears' boyfriend.
Yes, it's a disease.
Big Dave Eubanks says he wants to lose 50 pounds. It's his high school picture. So he can...
Does it look like a young picture, like an old picture?
No, it's a current picture.
Okay.
And it's a joke. Right. Because what he writes is, I want to lose 50 pounds so I can gain it all back by eating free dinners from the record company. Let me see. He wants to cause his owner/general manager's left eye to twitch nervously out of sheer fear that he's about to ask for an increased promotional budget. And he also wants to give someone new boobs in 04. I don't care if it's a guy or a girl. Somebody's getting a new rack for the new year.
Hey, Big Dave.
Wow.
You know, we should call this guy up and tell him we got a guy that wants big boobs.
Yeah.
Just call this.
We can find somebody.
Call him on it. He wants to stop referring to his competition as those wankers across the street. He wants to have a cone of silence installed in his office. And he wants to get a door to his office and electrify the doorknob between 10 and 10:15 so he can relax with the General Mills International Coffee before his morning show comes in to bitch about the lack of toilet paper in the newsroom at 5 a.m. or something equally compelling.
All right, so he's a PD.
He's really trying.
He's trouble. PD ass.
Then let me see. Okay.
Cone of silence.
Let's see. We have...
Wankers.
One more from a guy named Rob Roberts. And
Bob Roberts.
Rob Roberts. It says for his title,
never trust anyone that's Steve Stevens, Mike Michaels, Rob Roberts. These are all evil people.
His title says important vice president guy. Clear Channel Radio.
Important vice president guy.
In 2004, I resolved to take life a little less seriously and radio a lot more seriously.
Super!
If that's possible.
These are such asses.
So many dickwads out there.
They are. This business really, you can understand why when we went to, when we used to go to radio conventions, it was horror. It was like a horror show.
I want to give this guy Big Dave Eubanks, because he wants to get... He wants to get new boobs.
Dress every day.
What cities and states?
Fort Wayne, Indiana.
What listings?
Business line for WNHT Radio. Say, who's on this line?
Hi, Don. Hi, Rob. Hi,
Party line. Hey, Robbie.
Hi, Bob.
Hi, Rob.
I will get the number. And we'll call, because out of all the guys,
it's WNHT. Nancy Harold Thomas.
We have a man who would love a new rack.
So this was the guy put in the radio magazine.
It'll be a first chance to mention a certain name this year, I think, on our show that I don't think we've mentioned just yet.
Really? Who's that? Who am I thinking of? Who am I not thinking of?
AL.
I thought this... No, he was mentioned yesterday.
Oh, he was?
Because there was a story about a family. What was the story we mentioned the Line 1 family yesterday?
Okay, thank you. What was the question?
What was this? We had a story yesterday. We mentioned the Line 1 family.
Oh, their beautiful Christmas letter.
There you go.
That's right. When I was telling you about that letter.
So he has been mentioned already.
And I spent a good hour last night going through stuff in our recycling bins to try to find that letter.
Yeah.
My wife has thrown it away, and I will never be able to do it justice. A letter from a member of her family. That was one of those mimeographed, this is what's happened with our family this year at Christmas. But these people are so into Jesus, so into the J-Man. What's going on, Robin?
WNHT, no business listing for either of his stations.
Interesting.
In Fort Wayne, Indiana? You're kidding me.
The whole state of Indiana. Sorry?
WYLT?
Yes.
Did you try that? Wild? It's wild. WYLT.
All right. Bye, then.
Are you kidding me?
Nothing in the state of Indiana for
Yeah, well, then justice has been served, and they've spontaneously combusted.
It's in Fort Wayne.
Real.
Oh, is it in Fort Wayne?
Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Oh, you got a number, Buzz?
I'm waiting for the pages to come up. All I've gotten is their playlist so far.
Buzz will find it because Indiana loves him.
They want me.
Indiana wants him. Lord, he can't go back there. We got to hurry because we got to break for our 10
Oh, we're past that now.
No, we're only 30 seconds past that, Mike. Don't worry. I'm emergency shout-out alert. What, Rob?
You want to talk to Danny Ocean? He's on 7-1.
Hey, we don't need to talk to the other guy.
Get him.
Hey, Danny.
Okay.
Hey, will you come on the air with us? Hang on a sec.
All right, here you go. This is just as good as talking to the guy who wants the boobs.
He's the only guy that had in the article that had something funny to say.
So this guy in the Radio and Records article said he's an unrestricted free agent. He resolves to be out of work not to be out of work in 2004. Hello, Danny.
Hello, sirs.
Hi, welcome to the Don and Mike show. A great fake name. I love it. I've used it myself. Where are you located, Danny?
I'm currently living in the New Haven, Connecticut area.
Oh, I know it well. I know that area very well.
What happened at the last station you worked at?
They pushed me out for getting good ratings and increasing the revenue.
They'll do that.
Really, why'd you get fired? Really, though?
That's the reason. That's what they gave me.
Okay, really, what's the reason, though? I mean, because I'll tell you,
I've been in radio long enough to know, I'm sure.
Well, what did you do?
I guess, to be honest with you guys, I guess I was quite honestly making too much money for the market, I suppose.
Okay, so you got pushed out before the salary.
Right.
Yes.
It happens.
That is basically what it equated to.
Can I ask what market you were working in before?
Before New Haven?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in Boston.
So you go from Boston to New Haven.
I've done a lot of traveling. Actually, you guys are sitting in the very first radio station I started my career at 18 years ago.
Really?
Yep.
Where you were at when it was
when it was known as B106. You guys were on WAVA. You guys were on WAVA.
Okay. All right.
All right. Well, listen. If you are now and I've been in this position, Danny.
Sure.
I feel weird calling you that because that's obviously not your name, but Don's not my name either, so don't worry about it.
Okay, Don.
So, Danny, if you've been up as high as Boston, and then we're in New Haven, and then got canned, and now you're in the Radio and Records with your resolution to be a job, why, if we put you on hold, send us or email us an MP3 of your tape, and we'll play your tape on the air.
Oh man, I would love that. My tape is not an air check necessarily of me. It's more of a station composite of the last station I was at.
So what are you, a program director?
Yeah, supposedly I'm called the program director.
Send it in. I'd love to hear it. Send it. We'll play it on the air.
Are we violating and I don't. And this is goodwill and all that. We're not violating any particular rule if we're trying to get a program director.
Oh, you guys, I'm just thrilled to talk to you. I've been fans for years.
There's no chance I help him get a job.
Did you go to American University?
Yeah, I went to American University.
You did. I graduated in 1986. I knew you were an alumni there.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. I went to AU.
I've been
seeing how fast. Look at how fast you've turned around.
Well, but no, I still maintain if he's a program director,
I know,
it's violating it's violating a very important code.
I don't want to get anybody in trouble.
B106.
I don't want to get anybody in trouble.
So I mean, but you would be looking for work as a PD or a DJ?
I'm actually looking to continue my programming career, and there are some nice opportunities out there, and some with your company.
How did you end up? Oh, you don't want to work for our company.
No,
how did you end up in this article with all of these other dicks trying to make jokes about their New Year's resolutions?
I don't know. The R&R, you kind of take it with a grain of salt. It's mostly tongue in cheek, but. Clearly, I did not read that segment, but I heard that a lot of people kind of took it as a joke and just made a goof of it. And
everybody. And they all tried to, except for you, looking for work. All right, well, then, here's the deal.
I'll be happy to drop you guys a package.
Yeah, do it. Email it to us. It'll be faster. We'll listen to it on the air. We'll call you back. Maybe we can help.
Fantastic. You guys are the greatest.
All right, Danny.
Thanks. Hold on, Danny. Hold on.
Danny, will you mow my lawn?
Well, he's a program director.
Yeah, I mean, it really, I thought he was just a DJ. It would have been a little different. Even though he's an American University graduate, I still.
We can have some fun with him.
We'll torture him.
And we got the number of the other guy. Hold on a second.
Yeah.
So we can, if we got time, we call Big Dave Eubanks. Hold on, Robbie, you got to put that on hold for
Hold on
a
second, Danny.
Hold on. All right. You pick this up. Hello. Voicemail. Offices are closed. Offices are closed. See, listen, dumb.
If you know your party's 3-digit extension, you may dial it at any time.
If you know your parties, then blow it out your you-know-what.
I had no idea. All right, well, we did some good there. Hello.
I'm Mr. Red.
Whoa, hold on. That's the wrong one. You want the right one, Robbie. That's the wrong music, dude.
Forget it, man, and get with the countdown.
Yeah.
Shake this square world and blast off for Kicksville.
Come on.
Okay, you got?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, here we go. Here's the music for the next segment. Okay. It's time for a brand new game in 2004.
This is great fun for the whole family.
I'm explaining how we can play this game. Game called My Mom's Vagina. Super! Here's the setup. You call us up at 877-365-3636 with your mom's phone number.
Is this My Mom's Vagina music right here?
Yes, it is. Because, you know, if your mom opened up her vagina, this is what it would sound like.
Absolutely. Whose mom's vagina wouldn't play music like this?
The theme from Beaver.
The deal is, let's say that we call your mother. We put you on the air with her, and the person who can get their mother to say the word vagina the fastest wins. Cool. However, you cannot use the word vagina.
You're not allowed to use the word vagina
while trying to get your mother to say the word.
That's
vagina.
the only rule, and of course, it is a program that is heard all over, and we have to have certain parameters.
No cheating.
So the deal is, we call your mom up, we tell her, hey, you're on the air, and then we start the clock as soon as you say hello on the radio.
No potty talk.
And then you just got to get your mom to say vagina. If she says the fastest, if your mom is the fastest vagina, you win $100.
Yeah, you can't say something like, hey, Mom, what do you call your C?
No, don't say that.
You could. Well, you could say it like that, though.
You could say it like that if your mom was
super savvy. If you had a relationship.
Man, and get with the countdown.
Okay.
Shake this square world and blast off for Kicksville.
That's a reminder. We got a break. So My Mom's Vagina. Call right now. We'll be back in 10 minutes.
It's the Don and Mike Show.
Here I go! Get it! Christina! Christopher! Damn it! I asked you to keep the children quiet today. And for Christ's sake, get them out of the garden.
I'm sorry, Joan.
Have Tina bring me up my coffee.
The Don and Mike Show. You can call Don and Mike anytime from anywhere in America. 877-365-3636. They're ready to believe you.
Right. Hey, did you remember?
Did you wash your ass today?
Come on now. A cure for love cancer. The Don and Mike Show.
Look at this. We did a phone scan today, and I think that probably on an average show, we might have to do that twice a show.
Yes.
Just to be able to talk to you guys enough. So let that be your emergency shout-out alert. That tomorrow we'll start doing 2 phone scans.
How long do you think the shout-out alerts are going to last into 2004?
Well, they're going to be phased out until I see how much it bothers you.
It annoys me.
I don't know. If it annoys you, it's got to annoy Joe Listener times 1,000.
Really?
I'm liking it more each time. Opposite effect.
But you, Buzz,
yeah.
come on.
Well, I'm crazy.
You're right. You're a walking medicine cabinet. Okay, that's all I had. What Rob?
I love it.
Okay, get out of here. Shut up. Of course you love it. Of course you do. Anyway, lots of stuff to get to on tomorrow's show, and we will have full coverage of Arnold's ceremony tonight. Where what is it now? He's going to be dancing and singing.
That's right.
Putting on a show.
He's going to be groping.
I thought he already got the gig. He's already sworn in. This is the big celebration tonight.
This is the traditional time of year for gubernatorial inaugurals.
And on Thursday's episode, at least part of the show will be Elvis's birthday.
Oh, good.
You know, we do that we really do the Elvis is Dead show. That's our big Elvis show. But we got some extra Elvis stuff.
Good.
And then on Friday, we've got possibly the greatest male-female team covering the NFL with all the great games this weekend. We have from Fox, Joe Buck. He's fantastic.
Great man.
And CBS. You know, I just want to say this bitch has really got more moods than, you know, I've got pairs of socks. Nancy James
will be joining us.
Has promised us that she's going to be with us on Friday's episode.
I love her.
But she is so temperamental.
I know she is. She's a woman. WOMAS.
Anyway, last great weekend coming up. I mean, the last weekend when really you're going to have 2 meaningful games Saturday, 2 meaningful games on Sunday. It's the beginning of the end. It really is. Because then you got the 2 more games the following Sunday, then the Super Bowl, and then we're out.
Yeah, I wish I could watch some football this weekend.
I've saved that for tomorrow. Can we please save it for tomorrow?
Of course.
Okay. Mike's buying his kids a pony. Because that's what part-time dads do.
Yeah. You buy your kids a pony.
All right, let's. I promise that'll be the opening tomorrow.
I'm picking up a pony this weekend.
Let's play My Mom's Vagina. Help! And you know the deal now. We call up your mom, your dear sweet mother, and you can say hello, whatever you want. We're going to be running a stopwatch here, and the first person that gets their mom to say the word vagina without actually saying the word, the fastest, wins $100.
Right.
Okay, so let's start this contest. Let's go to, you want to start with a guy or with a girl?
I'd like to start with a guy.
With a guy, how about?
Just think it feels right to start with a guy.
Let's see, Ryan. Hi there.
Weird.
Ryan, Don and Mike Show. Hi.
I think you got the wrong guy.
What's your name?
Dan.
Stan? All right, Stan, we'll go with you. Beautiful. Stan, where are you from?
Baltimore.
Right, Live 105. Stan, can I tell you something, sir?
Sure.
You're TNT. You're dynamite.
Yeah, can you contain that enthusiasm, Stan?
I need a Geiger counter because I am radioactive, dude.
Stan, what's going on? Liven up, buddy.
I'm just driving home. Traffic, man.
All right.
Hey, man. Bye, Stan.
Bye, Stan. Stan?
Yeah.
Stan?
I'm driving home, man. I want to play the game.
You gotta,
I love.
You got to pick it up. You got to focus.
I'm ready to pick it up. Here we go. My mom's saying vagina first.
All right, now see, Stan, that's all we needed. We needed a little enthusiasm. We were getting worried about you.
It's a can-do attitude
for you guys.
All right, there we go. Stan's come around.
Can-do attitude. Now, Stan, remember, you can't use the word vagina.
Oh, I won't.
To get your mother to say vagina.
And you
I don't think I could.
And you can't use any dirty words or anything like that.
Right.
Oh, that's fine. I rehearsed.
Okay, and your mom's first name is?
Sherry.
Sherry. Okay, then what we're going to do is dial her up. Rob will tell her she's on the air. As soon as we get her on the air, we'll start the timer.
Who's timing? Okay. Are you timing? Is somebody timing? Buzz?
Sure.
Can you time?
Absolutely.
Buzz will. Here we go.
Make a call. I sit over here and delegate. Buzz, can you do that while I keep my feet up?
What, Robbie?
I've got it.
Oh, you already got it. Okay, very good. Rob's already made the call. How about that?
Rob makes the call.
Ringing.
It's ringing?
It's ringing.
Ringing? I'm so hungry I could go for a slice of cake.
That will cost you $6.
That's expensive, but it must be worth it.
Well, it's better than $12 a slice.
In order for him to claim his prize, we need you to come on the air with us. May we put you on the air?
She's going to kill me.
All right, hang on. When you hear voices, you'll be on the air.
Very good. Try to get your mom.
Remember, this is a contest.
Stan's mom's Sherry right now.
So we'll be taking more than one call. And, Buzz, let's start the clock right now.
Started.
Sherry, you're on the air with Sean.
Hi, how are you?
Stan.
Mom.
How are you?
Hey, good. Look, my battery's about to die, but I'm really embarrassed. I completely forget. I can't really tell you what I'm working on. You just gotta trust me on this. I forget the name for that special place on a woman. Hello?
Yeah?
Mom, work with me here.
I'm working with you.
I just need to know what the name is.
Can they hear us?
No, they can't.
Mom.
This is a perfect.
Yes, I'm listening.
It's a perfect dummy.
I know. Well, can you just tell that to me, please?
A special place on a woman.
This will be the time that the other callers are judged again.
Sure, that's right.
I don't know what the answer.
As if his mother ever says vagina.
It's down there. I have a penis.
1 minute.
I have a...
What are you asking me to say? You can't tell me.
You. Right.
Okay, and so if I'm just saying this, then you're going to win?
Yeah.
Okay, do you have 1,000 of my friends listening or something?
No, I don't.
Come on.
Okay, so you ask me the question one more time, and I'm probably going to kill you.
I have a penis. You have a...
What?
I have a penis. You have a blank.
A vagina.
There you go. Nice. That was fantastic. Nice job, Mom. And Buzz, what's the time to beat there?
1 minute, 32 seconds.
A minute 32. I think that's a beatable time. I think that's a beatable time.
Yeah. Sherry, it was a pleasure speaking with you.
Absolutely.
All right.
Hope your son wins. You did a good job, Mom.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I had to fight the urge to say, nice vagina.
Stan, and it's great having somebody that limped through it like Stan did, because it's funnier that way.
Stosh, we were going to cut you loose at the beginning. Thanks for pulling yourself together there. Either way, Stosh, you get the Sex and the City DVD complete 5th season on dividend vicious from HBO. So hold on, please.
I want to give that to your mom.
Let's try a girl next.
All right.
Let's go to I think Cindy. Cindy.
Yeah.
Hi, Cindy. Where are you from?
Virginia.
You listen on WJFK?
Yes, 106.7.
Beautiful. Thank you, honey. We're going to be calling your mom, and your mom's name is?
Mildred.
Mildred.
Cindy and Mildred.
Mildred, just like my Aunt Mildred.
Yeah, can I just say something first?
Sure.
I think you guys are so great.
Well, I think you're great.
You guys have the best voices on the radio.
And I think you're great for playing this game, because I'm already having a great time while this game's going on.
Buzz, the time to beat is?
1 minute, 32 seconds.
And as we speak, Rob is dialing the number now.
Mildred's number. I think it's a very beatable time.
Let's see if Cindy can get Mildred.
I think so, too.
If we can get Cindy to help Mildred open up.
I was thinking about my own Aunt Mildred right here. Frida's.
How quick could you get her to say it?
Well, I just had a baby, so I'm hoping I can say something medical that she might know.
Okay.
In my case, Mike, it would be from the cruise. How fast did it take me to get her to say it?
Oh, okay.
And he answered about 30 seconds.
There you go.
You got her?
We got Mildred on the line.
All right, so we'll Buzz, start the clock here. Now. Hello? Mildred.
Hello?
Mildred, welcome to the show. You're on the air. Go ahead, Cindy.
Mom. Yeah, babe. All right, listen to me very carefully. Where does the placenta come out of after you have a baby? The vagina.
Bam. Awesome.
Wow.
Awesome.
Wow.
Job for Cindy.
What's the time on that, Buzz? What's the time on that?
12 seconds.
12 seconds. You got your mom to say vagina in 12 seconds. Phenomenal effort.
Way to go. Mildred, you eat with that mouth? Mildred?
So bad.
The scientific term.
Don't worry, Mildred. I'm sure you got a lovely one. It was nice talking to you, man. Nice talking to you. Cindy, hold on. We're going to see if anybody can beat that time.
That is that's a very difficult time to beat.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody can, it's a guy named Otis.
Otis. He loves us.
Otis.
Hello.
My man.
What up, buddy?
Otis, where you from?
Manassas, Virginia.
Listening on 106.7. Good for you.
Yes.
And now you're
a lot of great vaginas in Manassas.
calling your mom. Deborah, right? And
yes.
What city does Deborah live in?
Mount Hope, West Virginia.
Beautiful. Now, the time to beat. Well, it could be she answers the phone. She might answer the phone. Vagina, right. there might be like 0. Vaginas are us. 0 could be the time.
Have you guys called there yet?
No, yeah, Rob's calling her right now.
Okay, cool.
12 seconds.
It takes a little longer to get through.
Yeah, right.
What with the wooden phones and all?
12 seconds is the winning time.
That's right.
We've let Stan go, the guy who took 1 minute and 30.
Just as well.
Right.
Get his mom to say it.
But it was entertaining.
It's ringing.
It's ringing.
Did Sarah pick up? You bet. If Sarah picks up, she'll have to ring you through to Andy.
You like the Dixie Cup and kite strings?
There you go.
And come on, Otis.
Machine.
Oh, answering machine.
It's an answer. Oh! You're out.
Sorry, Otis.
Damn. All right, fellas, thanks.
Take care.
Let's try Brian. Hi, Brian.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Don and Mike Show. Hello, Brian. Where are you from?
I'm from Bowie, Maryland.
On WJFK. Calling your mom, and your mom's name is?
Christine.
Should we call her work or home?
Work or home, Brian?
I would try work first.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Okay, let's hopefully get her at work.
All right, let me get someone else working here while we're.
TKO, Rob.
Pardon me? What was that, Brian?
I'm sorry. I was giving a TKO to Rob.
Giving a sig hail.
Sig hail.
Hey, sig hail.
I'm guessing that 12-second time is safe, even if we get through to Christine.
I heard the weather. It's going to rain. It's going to hail. Hail Mary.
Say Heil.
Boy, that's golf ball size Heil.
All right, Rob. Now we're trying to call the woman whose vagina this man came out of.
Correct.
What's her name again, Brian?
Christine.
Christine, like the car.
Yeah.
4 rings.
4 rings, not there.
I'm sorry.
You want to try it, him?
Nope. Bye-bye. I mean, you have.
Seek hail.
You have.
He gave you the option.
Let's try, let's see, Matt. Hello, Matt.
Yeah.
Where are you from, my friend?
Ocean City, Maryland.
Right on 96 Rock.
96 Rock, buddy.
I do love me 96 Rock. We're calling your mom, Bonnie. Now,
I don't know if I can do 12, but I'll try, man.
All right, well, do your best. Either way, you won the DVD copy of Sex and the City, the complete 5th season, now available on Divid from HBO Home.
We're going for the big win here.
Bonnie's talking on the phone there.
Mine's busy.
It's busy. Hold on for your prize.
As Rob said, she's flapping her lips.
Let's go to Paul. Paul.
Don and Mike buddies.
Dial it up, Robbie. I got it right there. What's your mom's name?
First name is Joyce.
And she lives in?
Allentown, Pennsylvania.
All right, beautiful. 12 seconds, time to beat on this.
Joyce?
Now we've got to wrap this up because remember, we're talking for 20 minutes.
Yes,
commercials
exactly.
for 10 minutes.
Right. Yes.
So we're going to break in a moment,
and hopefully we'll get somebody to give some competition to Cindy and her mom.
Right. Because her mom's got a 12-second vagina. That's a fast vagina.
It's ringing.
That's like, you know what that is? That's like vagina for broadband.
Yes.
That's better than dial-up vagina.
Like T3
high speed. Yeah.
That's a high-speed vagina.
Play a radio contest, but in order for him to play, we need you to come.
This is Joyce now.
All right, we'll have another contestant.
And is it Paul that we have on, or Don, or
it's Paul?
High speed loads faster.
Paul, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, here is Joyce, your mom. You're on the air. Go.
Mom.
Yes.
In medical terms, males have a penis and females have a
Vagina.
Wow. Bam! Wow, I think he might have done it.
Yes.
Buzz, what's the time?
6 seconds.
6 seconds.
Wow.
Yes.
That's a winner.
Fantastic.
I have to give it to her. She's a nurse.
That is awesome.
Way to get your mom to open up.
That beat the 12 seconds at Cindy.
Joyce, are you there, Joyce?
I am.
She won by a hair.
we were having a contest to see who could get their mother to say the word the vagina the quickest. And congratulations, you have the quickest vagina. Lickety split.
Fantastic job. Who would have thought, really, that the last guy would have had the ace in the hole?
Yeah.
Congratulations. Take the $100, go out and buy. My recommendation: go to Arby's, get some nice roast beef.
Very good, fantastic.
Very
fun. It's a
fun.
great idea.
All right.
Joyce, a pleasure talking to you. Thank you for your
Same
time.
here. Thank you.
Goodbye. Now.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye. Thank you for sharing your vagina with us.
A Majora victory.
And you, my friend, well, look at that. You pulled it out.
Oh, yes.
It keeps coming. You got the $100. Oh,
great.
Sex in the City. Thank you. Hold on, please.
Thank you, Mike.
We'll play that one again sometime soon. Mom's vagina.
That's a good game.
You do with dads too. It might be harder to get your dad to say penis.
But what a treat that'll be.
However, you do know that this important note. This bulletin.
There you go. I know the quickest way to get things played again and again and again on this show.
That's right.
Pretend I don't like it.
No, I just had a bulletin.
Yeah, it's a real bulletin.
I'm coming in with a bulletin.
Yeah.
We can only play the vagina game once a month.
Yeah, because otherwise people would cheat.
A radio was strictly forbidden. One man found a way.
I know you're making a menstruation joke, but it was the goddamn sound effect that scrambled my brain.
Once a month,
Once a month you'll play that sound?
No, once a month the vaginas do their.
Well, also, it's a menstruation joke, but seriously, people do that medical thing, and we want to make them forget.
Right.
Amen. Buzz?
Yes.
Your lead story on the news and comments today?
Is this, gentlemen, count your sperm. A lot of us are shooting blanks.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, speak for yourself, boys.
I am.
Speak for yourself. I think I still got it.
Oh, I know I still got it.
I don't know.
There you go. Honesty's the best policy.
That's right.
Stay tuned, everybody.
Stay tuned for news and comments coming up on the Don and Mike Show.
It's funny, Buzz. You admitted your sperm is no good anymore. This is all very
Majora professional.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
What's the word from Planet Crackpot?
The Don and Mike Show.
What's the word from Planet Crackpot?
They wear a lot of hats while they sit on the fence making a commitment. Don and Mike.
All right. Time for Buzz's News now, brought to you by Verimax. Sexual pleasure performance enhancer.
Someone called for a doctor.
Doctor developed clinically tested Verimax works. Get it right at GNC other select retailers. Try it today. Veramax 1-888-TRY VMAX.
What you got to say?
All right, so we're only 4 minutes late than the plan that we had planned on being on.
Not bad.
Which for us is like being on time. For 2004. And now see is when it paid off.
Yeah.
Earlier in the show, I was explaining to people who listened to the early part of the show.
Yeah.
And you've still got your Diet Coke with lime squeeze ball.
Yeah, I don't know if it's in stores yet. Not sure, Donnie, but it'll be coming to stores soon. Arlington, Virginia.
Anyway, we made a concerted effort to make sure that we get the commercials in early. So now what some people call prime time.
Prime time.
Here we go. With lots of time, and we only have 2 commercial breaks.
Wow.
Like a regular show.
That's great.
So let's see. No pressure, Buzz.
No.
Don't F up.
None felt.
Let's go. Come on, I know it'll be a great newscast.
Come on, Buzz. Give us the best news you got.
Hi, Don and Mike.
Be a good one.
But men are not as good at making babies as they used to be.
Well, that's it. We should have gone long.
I've already disappointed you.
I kid because I love.
A new report published in today's New York Post.
I kid because I have the power to have children, and I know that you don't, and I'm sorry.
And by the way, a point of clarification, just because I may not be able to make babies doesn't mean, mine's not good.
What do you mean? What good for you?
I eat pineapple. A new report.
He's talking about the taste of his number 3.
A new report published in today's New York Post.
It would be. Hold on there, Buzz. I know you're going to get to this story.
Yeah.
It would be very gay. But one time we had a contest to see. We had a number 1 contest to see who could go number 1 the longest. Remember?
Right.
What if we had a contest where we actually went to a doctor to see who had the most active sperm?
Wow. What a phenomenal contest that would be.
I mean, just among us.
Where we all, the 4 of us?
Yeah.
Or the 3 of us?
And Charlie. The 5
The 5 of us?
And Joe.
And Joe.
6 of us.
I guarantee you the JFK health plan wouldn't cover that.
Certified.
To get your jerk on and...
well, we all have to go to the same doctor.
Yeah,
we have to go to the same place.
On the same day.
And then on the same day.
And sit in the same room. At the same time.
Looking at the same magazine.
No way.
No, but we could get a day where we all go separately to a fertility clinic or a sperm bank.
We go to the same place, and we just... and it could be we could do it over a week.
Because I know that, goodness, the last time I had the test was over 18 years ago when we had been trying desperately to get pregnant for years and we couldn't do it, and they had finally freed us to go in and have your stuff tested. And I went and the guy came back and said 100 proof. And I can't tell you the incredible, energy surged through my body as if I had just had 24 cookies and how many scoops of ice cream? Yeah, right. Like
now, is anybody disqualified? Does anybody not have a high sperm count or something like that?
Well, I'm going to take last place, so I'll play along, but I'll concede.
Well, you would you think you? I mean, are you not fertile?
I have no idea.
You don't know.
Hi, Joe.
I think we should just do it here in the studio. That way, we'll be in a circle.
Okay, get out of here. Joe.
Bye.
Bye, Joe.
Bye,
Joe.
Otto.
All right, put that down for the maybe we'll do it someday.
Joe was incidentally we were discussing during the break resembles Otto from The Simpsons now, the school bus driver.
He does indeed.
No haircut in 2004, man.
There we go, dude. That's what he was looking for, and his laugh indicated to me that that's the look he's been shooting for.
He likes it. Well, a new report published in today's New York Post says human sperm counts have fallen off by nearly a third in just the past 14 years.
Well, if you've seen the traffic out on Route 66, as far as I'm concerned, that's good news.
Scientists studied 7,500 men at a fertility center in Scotland to discover this. It was once thought that environmental factors might be to blame, and that may still be the case, but...
Oh, look at that! My DNA is all over your tummy!
No, you know what it is?
What?
What it is really is that you got to work that thing.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta work it. At least that's my theory.
What do you mean?
Well, you got to work it on a regular basis to make sure that the plant's still working.
Use it or lose it.
That the plant is still manufacturing at optimum efficiency.
But the experts that have been on this show...
I don't believe those.
Would indicate that, especially if we were going to be tested, you'd want to wait for, a good long time. Yeah. But it has nothing to do... But it has nothing to do with what you... produce. It's what's in there.
It's what the sperm count is and whether or not they're good swimmers.
Okay.
Mine failed the Red Cross course. But these scientists in...
My sperm need mouth to mouth.
These scientists in Scotland...
You know, Buzz, I bet your sperm is okay. I bet your sperm is more fertile than the late Jack Kent Cook's was.
Well,
at the time of
now
his
I'm
death.
feeling better.
Well, didn't he father a child at the age of, like, 80?
Yeah, something like that.
Can be done, sure.
Right.
Sure. We'll never know, I guess. These scientists in Scotland...
No, we will never know what Jack Kent Cook's sperm count was, but we will know what yours is.
Oh, yeah.
Can you go to a... Well, didn't you go to a place?
I went to a place, and they assign you a number, and they give you a chart that says this is below average, average, above average.
And off the chart.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. And yours was 20 years ago, so anything could happen.
Oh, I'll put my sperm up against yours any day. Hold on, that sounds...
Yeah.
I won't after. You know why I won't? Because remember the hearing test when I thought I had the best and I thought you had the worst?
Right.
And I ended up having the worst hearing, so I'm not going to make any predictions. Although I know I am fertile, I am not going to make any predictions. It scares me, these competitions. And I don't want to be last again.
I'm overconfident about that, but I think I would probably have the highest number. Rob, what do you think? You feel good about your sperm?
I know that, yeah, I'll do very well.
Has two children.
Carrie and Robert came a little earlier than we wanted.
I think, and this is serious, I really do believe that if we have that test, for a variety of biological reasons, this gentleman is going to come in as the clear winner.
First and second.
Yeah, because Rob, is younger than us by about 10 years.
Yeah, but still, how often do you get your jerk on?
That has nothing to do with that.
I don't think it does either, but not nearly enough. It's a very crowded house.
Are we going to open up Donnie's biology book now and figure out the theories of sperm count?
No, it seems to me that as long
basically directly proportionate to how many times you work your man.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
That can affect sperm count, but
we have
they also have to be good swimmers.
Hold on. Go back to the producer room. I'm sure our producer is listening to this segment. He's very competitive. I'm sure Charlie thinks he has the best sperm count.
Hello?
Hi.
Actually, I bet I don't, because I ride my bike a lot.
That would affect it.
Oh,
negative.
Right.
Yeah.
Can you set that up with the doctor? Can you call those nurses that gave us the flu shot, even if we had to pay for it? If we all went for it one day and we all got our sperm count?
Are they?
Yeah.
What?
They're not going to have to prick us, are they?
No, it's not like one of those blood tests.
Come on, you know how it goes. You know how it goes.
I think I might have trouble in this competition just based on one fact.
And that is?
About 30 years of dipping my balls in warm water. But it's just a little habit I have. Some people drink coffee. It's what I do to wake up in the morning.
But it was worth it, wasn't it?
Oh, it sure was.
Yeah.
I tell you, really, and it takes the circles out from under my eyes.
Charlie, set it up, please.
All right, man.
All right, see ya.
I like hearing Joe laughing in the background.
Wow.
Bye-bye. I do.
Well, these scientists in Scotland say they think...
Tell you what, though, it's embarrassing to travel with the guy.
Man, I'm sorry. I didn't expect you were going to bring me my morning coffee.
I say, we're going to have a breakfast meeting. Mike says, yeah, my room or your room. Mike goes, I don't care. I go, all right, I'll come down to your room. I come down to the room. Gigantic Tupperware.
Yeah, there it is. And that's what I bring. I bring my own on the road. And it actually fits in the inside of the suitcase, and I put my clothes in there. When I take the clothes out, I've got the Tupperware basin that I dip in.
Yeah. Soaking water.
Wonderful.
These scientists in Scotland say they think the drop-off is caused by men drinking and eating too much. They blame booze and obesity for the low sperm count.
Hey, now you're worried.
Now I'm real worried.
Quoting one doctor, this might cause some concern and needs to be explained. It just highlights the need for research, and that's what we're going to do.
I mean, Jesus, I took care of the obesity thing, but the booze? Oh, bye-bye. I'm out.
The worst movie sex scene of all time has Joe Pesci mounting Sharon Stone in Casino.
I agree.
That's the verdict from the readers of Film Magazine.
That rock. I'm sure there are grosser scenes, but I would not be able to come up with one off the top of my head.
Is that not true? You're a Casino fan like I am.
Yeah, because it's that scene where she's drunk and boozy and
gross.
Coked up and heroined up, and
he just crawls on top of her.
He's like, hey, someone should be taking care of you. I don't like the way he treats you.
And doesn't he just push her head down?
Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah. One reader of Film Magazine.
And what's wrong with that?
One reader calls that scene repulsive, saying, quote, it's like one of the Munchkins got a shot at Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz. In second place was the scene from Entrapment in which Sean Connery beds Catherine Zeta-Jones, who's 40 years younger. In third place...
Nothing wrong with that.
40?
that scene.
In third place, Marlon Brando's anal scene in Last Tango in Paris. Oh, now you're joking.
That's right.
Other scenes in the top 10 include Madonna's candle wax fetish with Willem Dafoe in Body of Evidence. Also on the list, Halle Berry and Billy Bob Thornton in Monsters Ball.
No.
I'm with you there.
No, she's just too hot.
The Billy Bob factor.
Make me feel good.
I don't care. The Billy Bob factor is too tremendous.
You mean the Billy Bob negates the Halle Berry factor?
I've watched Monsters Ball a couple of times.
Yes, you have.
Yeah, you bet I haven't. I love the movie, but he is gross.
He is gross. He is gross. It's the only movie I saw over the holiday, Bad Santa. So. And it had its moments.
Funny, right?
Had its just some moments that were almost too dark without any redeeming qualities. But if you just let yourself go with the two, I'd like to see it again.
I hear it's better than Elf.
Yes. I wouldn't see Elf.
No, I wouldn't either.
Hey, listen,
That's what I hear.
I'm afraid that I'm the only one that's going to stand up for Will Ferrell. And after years of running him into the ground, I want to tell you, go see Elf. Hey, that's Santa! I know him! I mean,
give Elf a chance. And you know I've hated Will Ferrell as long as you have.
You have? All right. I mean, I'll say, because I know you don't like him. You almost don't like him more than I do.
Yeah. Old School, he was great in. And Elf, he's also very good.
I would see that because Rob and I both thought he was
Yeah, you're not looking for anything masterpiece, but it's a pretty good movie. He's okay in it.
Just based on a guy being a pig, Bad Santa made me laugh out loud. Just because he committed to being a guy that has no redeeming qualities whatsoever. And the scene when he's in the cafeteria, if you go see the Bad Santa movie, the scene when he's in the cafeteria on his break and is approached by the mother and child is one of the funniest I've ever seen.
And that's what they should call it, the Bad Santa movie.
The Bad Santa movie.
I saw him interviewed on some show, and Billy Bob Thornton always has that, the weird, he's got the mustache, but then he's got like the straight line going down from right below his lower lip to his chin, and
right there.
like a little goat thing happening.
Thank you.
They were saying to him something like, "What's your New Year's resolution for 2004?" And he looked at the camera, he got the real crazy eyes, you know. Maybe I shouldn't get married again.
Billy Bob.
And not to drop names, but there, I just dropped one. When I was at the Baltimore Ravens playoff game over the weekend, I spent some time with Barry Levinson. Is that the
Barry Levinson? Yes, American University, another AU grade.
The director from Baltimore.
Diner.
Was pointed out to me. Diner I knew, but then somebody said, did you know he directed that movie, Bandits? With
he's got a million of them.
The TV show Homicide, which was great, was his show as well.
We're not giving him his due here because he's got a bunch of movies.
Yeah,
with Billy Bob Thornton. So anyway, we're at the playoff game. I'm all caught up in the football thing, and it's him, and they're like, "Hey, this is the disc jockey, and this is the movie director," and he's like, "Well, I'm not familiar with your work," and for whatever reason, I took it as I said, "I'm very familiar with yours." I thought Bandits was a great movie. If you took out about 35 minutes in the middle when you got the love thing with Bruce Willis going, and I realized as soon as I had said it, it was like, I am such a dickhead. It was an offhanded...
Yeah, but you know what, the movies he's made with Bandits being one of the more obscure ones, he was probably interested to hear that you liked it.
But an offhanded compliment, because I want to say, I enjoyed it. I like the concept of the movie. I like everything. It was just, there's a little too much of Bruce Willis with Kate, well, what's her name? She had red hair in the movie.
Kate Winslet?
No, Kate Blanchett.
Capshaw?
No. You're just playing the Kate game with me now. Yeah, that's right. It was Kate Hepburn. No, it was Kate Slaw from Metro Traffic. It was Kate Slaw.
That's who it was.
So anyway, I was trying to give the guy a compliment. It was like someone said, he directed that movie Bandits. Oh, wow, I love that movie. I love the fact, the Sleepover Bandits. That's great. He said, I'm really glad you liked it. Yeah. And I said, yeah, except for the part in the middle with Bruce Willis. You know, and then people, he just must hate that.
You meant no harm.
I'm a dick face. Sorry.
Yeah. There's a bit of controversy, as you might imagine, about a couple of political ads that compare President Bush to Adolf Hitler. The ads are among 1,500 entries in a contest sponsored by a left-wing internet group.
Now, wait a minute, hold on. You know, he doesn't even have a mustache.
That's true. That's a good point. That would be a dissimilarity.
Exactly. He's got the different hairstyle.
There's another.
He's got the cowboy boots.
Right.
What the hell are they thinking?
I don't know. One spot shows Hitler making a speech with subtitles including, "I believe I am acting in accordance with the will of the Almighty." But the last subtitle reads, "God told me to strike at Al-Qaeda, and I struck them." The picture then switches to Bush, and the subtitle continues, and then he instructed me to strike at Saddam, which I did. The ad poses the question, sound familiar? Even the left-wing group was offended and has taken the ads out of the running.
Hi, this is Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Speaking of Nazis.
Hey, it's his big inauguration tonight.
Imagine.
Hi, this is Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Or is it the State of the Onion tonight?
Can you imagine whatever it is that he's doing tonight when they go to Sacramento and he's in the state capitol?
Right. So it's really not his inaugural tonight. It's his state because he's been inaugurated. State of the state. State of the state.
Right.
Then hold on, stay with me for a second.
Okay.
He's in the Capitol.
Right.
And he's standing up there, and there's thousands of people looking at him. But all of a sudden he goes, "Okay, do it now." All of a sudden, these big red Nazi flags.
There we go.
Surprise! Now we're leaving into California that I've always wanted.
We are going to secede from the Union.
Well, the president's attorney general, meanwhile, has been caught comparing himself to Jesus. In the very anti-Bush Vanity Fair magazine, the editor takes on John Ashcroft, accusing him of sexism and racism. He also accuses Ashcroft of being extreme and narcissistic in his religious beliefs, of curtailing our freedoms in this country, and of hating calico cats. The article says Ashcroft, who's a member of the Assemblies of God, regularly leads his Justice Department workers in prayer. Vanity Fair points out that in Ashcroft's autobiography, he routinely compares himself to Christ and refers to his victories as resurrections and his defeats as crucifixions.
Right on! Right. Nice going, Jay, man. if you're really, so he is comparing himself
in his autobiography. It's pointed out in the latest Vanity Fair that Ashcroft a number of times apparently compares himself to Christ.
In case I don't know, maybe he could just tell me if God's a douchebag or not.
Oh, there it is.
There's something I just been wondering on yesterday's show.
Playing with fire, Scarecrow.
John Ashcroft could help.
Forget it, man, and get with the countdown.
Right.
Take this square world and blast off for Kicksville.
We will. Now we got to do this now, so we come back with another full segment. See, we stop for 10 minutes and we come back and talk for 20 more.
That's right.
Buzz, what is next on the news and comments?
Governor beer.
Oh, Governor. Oh, good. Well, Rob, put all the Nazi stuff away. Hold on to all the Nazi stuff.
Hi, this is Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Okay, we'll be back in less than 10.
Don and Mike Show. This is the Don and Mike Show.
Gosh, I hate to interrupt. It's all been so incredibly fascinating and entertaining and instructive. Really, the time has just flown by.
The Don and Mike Show. They'll make you have the white pea. Don and Mike.
All right, we're having a contest on this show to see who has the whitest pea. Yeah. Tell you about that. Now it's time for more news and comments with Buzz. And please note, commuters, that look at how we've managed the time today. Now, this is going to be how the show hopefully will be, give or take a couple of minutes every day.
Very good.
We talk for 20, then we have to break for 10.
That's right.
That's the only way around it. They're not going to change the amount of commercials.
And because of that, get ready for this show to be heard literally all over the United States.
No, I don't think that's going to help at all. I don't think it's going to help at all. We could go commercial free, and I don't think Westwood One would get us any new affiliates.
Okay.
It was simply make it better for the random millions that are listening regionally, coast to coast, to our network show.
Okay.
Here's Buzz again. Hi, Buzz.
Hi, Don and Mike.
Although, hold on, Westwood One did. Hold on, just. Speaking of that,
don't we usually pop on a few new affiliates at the beginning of the year?
Go too far yet.
What, Charlie?
What were you going to say?
I was going to ask you to repeat to everybody the email, if you remember, that you got from Westwood One about affiliates.
Oh, yeah, I'll get it for you.
Okay. 'Cause it's pretty funny. It's like there's a million of them that come by every day since we're tied into the network now.
Right.
Well, the last part of it says, but we have grown nicely since the re-signing.
We count 4 new stations.
That's nice.
Nice.
4 new stations.
That's growing nicely.
Growing nicely.
More than the 5 years previous.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. That's true.
Starting to become a juggernaut.
There you go. All right.
Look out.
Okay.
So when are they going to get back to us on what they think the entire roster looks like of stations?
Well, he's going to get an update to me soon.
All right. right.
That is Westwood One speak right there.
Thank you. Super producer Charlie Broyle. Thank you, Charlie. He and I were just having a good laugh today.
That is a good laugh.
We were having a meeting, and he said, hey, do you want to see something funny? And he turned the computer around. I think I'm going to see some porno or something.
Right.
He said, I want to show you some emails from Westwood. From Westwood One. Yeah. Soon. Hi, Buzz.
Hi, Donna Mike. So are you going to try the new Governator beer? Get your steins ready. In our affiliate city of Portland, Oregon, the local brewery is coming out with a beer by that very name.
Hi, this is Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Hi, Arnold.
This scene with the enlargement of the press was fantastic.
The label's already been approved by the feds and by state officials, and the company's already pumped out 3,200 cases of the stuff.
Isn't the logo, what do you call that thing with the...
It's an iron cross.
The iron cross? No,
it's called the
swastika?
That was right on the tip of my tongue.
Oh, dear.
But you said it,
and I did say it, didn't I?
You said it.
That's right. Just a strong man on the label, actually. Right now, the beer's only available in California. The owner of the Portland Brewing Company says he's surprised no California brewer thought of it first. He says it's a tribute to Arnold.
Oh, God.
He describes the beer as a bitter ale of high quality with a smooth finish and a bit of a bite. Quoting him, it's no girly man beer. Rush Limbaugh's former housekeeper and pill supplier denies she was out to blackmail the blowhard.
Now, Buzz, is this from the Enquirer,
This
right?
is from the National Enquirer, which broke the story originally.
The point I was going to make here is that I know a lot of times when we talk about the Enquirer, we say, take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah, right.
However, on this one, and a couple of the stories, but really on this one, they've nailed his ass.
Well, and they seem to be being very journalistic with this. They seem to be being very careful about what they say.
Baby Blues, Wilma, don't like that publication. What does Wilma say, Buzz?
Well, she's answering the accusations made by Limbaugh's lawyers, and she's doing it in the Enquirer, which now other media are following.
Bowels now exploding.
Palms sweaty. Difficulty breathing, eyes clouded.
Rush's lawyers say Wilma had demanded $4 million to keep Rush's addiction a secret. Wilma's lawyer says that's completely untrue. In fact,
involuntary loss of bladder control, useless sperm,
nose running, eyes filled with goo.
In fact, Wilma's lawyer
lactating.
Wilma's lawyer says Limbaugh's lawyer gave Wilma $100,000 to never give the radio guy pills again.
Experiencing hysterical pregnancy.
Wilma turned that money over to the police. She didn't keep it.
Gout, now gripping toes,
turning blue.
The tabloid also says Rush's lawyers are trying to work out a plea bargain over charges he went doctor shopping for pills, which is a crime, by the way.
Eyelashes glued together.
Thick discharge.
Nails falling out.
We were wondering yesterday if it was a crime to go doctor shopping. It is, as I wondered at the time, it's called prescription fraud. And yeah, it is a crime.
In trouble, going to jail, will become someone's bitch.
Nice piece about a nice piece in the Washington...
Cornholing. Wilma.
From the Washington Post this morning. The story talks about the fact that Britney Spears married her high school sweetheart in Las Vegas Saturday morning at around 5 a.m. The article notes that most of the mistakes that happen in Vegas happen at around 5 a.m.
You know, when we were talking about this before, we had the quote from the guy, and his quote was something like, "We done did it."
Mm-hmm. Right, we done did it. Look what we done did.
Right.
That was it.
Look what we done did.
Look what we done did. And then when we got the guy's phone number, Jason Alexander, not that one, not the Seinfeld one.
Of course I married her.
We called and we got the answering machine, but the answering machine had the same hillbilly, we are not here now, leave a message on our machine.
Look what we done did.
The Post article points to the ill-fated marriages of other celebrities for proof, and there have been many. The story quotes a Vegas native who says, "The liquor never stops flowing. The wedding license bureau never closes. It happens. You have too many drinks, you got to go get an annulment."
Welcome to Vegas, baby.
The one I remember would be Dennis Rodman and Carmen Electra.
That's one of them.
That was a huge
But
one.
actually, there have been dozens. I mean, that's just one of many.
What about Lisa Marie and Nicolas Cage?
That's another one. That also took place at, I believe, the Little White Chapel.
I love you. Let's get married.
I want to kiss you. Where's the Joe Namath tape?
You.
Do we have the Joe?
Oh, I'd love to hear that tape again.
Just a second. We'll just let it go to the first one.
Mike, there's a whole lot of people that want to draw the comparison between one of the all-time great Jet quarterbacks, Joe Namath, and Chad Pennington. What impresses you about Chad?
I
I believe
Now, at this point during the football game, Susie Culver is the sideline reporter. Joe Namath is staring at her and looking at her in a way that indicates...
And you've got to play it to the second one, too.
He thinks about how much he'd like to
He's not
do more than kiss her. But anyway, here it is coming up.
His mind is ahead of what the defense is, and if the Jets can
Here's a guy who knows how to work a girl. Smooth.
Joe, it's been a tough season.
Broadway Joe.
Fans, what does it mean to you now when the team is struggling?
I want to kiss you. I couldn't care less about the team struggling. What we know is we can improve.
And now while this is going on, the play's continuing on the field, and you're not hearing the announcers.
And we struggled. We're looking to next season. We're looking to make a noise now, and I want to kiss you.
Thanks, Joe. Huge compliment.
And then he goes, yeah.
Decade team. We'll see these guys at halftime.
All right. Thank you, Susie.
We're going to say that to Nancy James on Friday.
Yeah. Thank you, Susie.
That's awesome. Anyway, now there's a dude who can really talk to a girl. Coach her up.
That's right.
And I bet Broadway Joe has got a 100 proof sperm. He was always a hero when I was a kid, and still is a cool guy now.
He is a cool guy.
Want to make out with Susie Culver on TV.
I want to kiss you.
I just want to kiss you.
I love that.
Well, this Washington Post article about Britney Spears also wonders, as we did on the show yesterday, whether it was a publicity stunt. Britney's career has been directionless in the last couple of years since splitting up with Justin Timberlake. Sexpert Dr. Ruth Westheimer, meanwall, has chimed in.
Now, here's who you want to hear from on this topic.
Oh, man, I'd say exactly what Joe Namath said to that sideline reporter. I want to kiss you, Dr. Ruth.
Below the waist.
Here's Dr. Ruth's comment on the 55-hour-long marriage.
I can get her to say vagina.
Can you imagine opening that clam?
Try to stop her from saying it. Dr. Ruth also thinks it's a publicity stunt, the Britney marriage. In the New York Daily News today, she says the decision of commitment is serious, and for someone to make it into a cheap happening over a few hours makes a Jewish mother like me very sad. Rather than a cry for help, maybe it's a cry for a spanking. End quote.
Dr. Ruth's clam.
Yes.
I'm just thinking.
I'm going to go inside right now.
Okay.
Dr. Ruth, if you would spread your legs.
Be careful. Take this rope with you.
Oh, that's
And here we are inside.
Hey, thanks for giving me this tour. Oh, hi, Dr. Ruth. What's going on in here?
Hey, is that you, Mike?
Don, we're inside of this clam.
I know, it's great.
What's that sound I keep hearing?
You mean, I think it's something to do with the plumbing. I keep hearing a drip, drip, drip.
It's not. Oh, we can't stay in here. I can't stand that.
Hey, Mike?
Yeah, Don?
I think she's about to open her legs. Oh, no. Oh, no. Wait. I know what's going to happen. No. Hold your breath. No. Hold your breath. Hold your breath.
God, such a little woman. Oh. Inside of Dr. Ruth's clam.
There's an interactive video for you.
There it is.
I don't think so. Not even back in the day.
Oh, boy.
Not a chance. Not a chance. You open that baby up now, this is what you get. Oh! There's one pearl.
Oh, man. Picking on small children and the elderly has paid off for the record industry. A new report says the swapping of songs online has been cut in half since the industry started suing downloaders, many of whom were small children who didn't know what they were doing or grandparents who didn't know what their grandkids were doing. CD sales are still down, but they were only down by about 3.5% last year. In the year before, sales were down nearly 13%. And the recording industry blamed downloading for that. The CD retailers, though, say they credit the recent increase to a slightly better economy and lower CD prices.
No, I think that deal with the publicity about if you've got a kid that's downloading, we'll come in and drag your ass off to jail.
Yeah,
I think that works.
Yeah.
To an extent.
It's actually changed now that they survey people. They surveyed them before, and they said, do you think it's wrong? And most everybody surveyed said, no, I don't think it's wrong. Now that there have been lawsuits and you survey people, they go, oh, yeah, it's horribly wrong.
Very bad, don't sue me.
Officials in New York have decided that a pit bull by any other name would be a good thing. They're now referring to the terrier breed as New Yorkers. They say they chose the name because, like New Yorkers, pit bulls are often mistakenly thought of as mean. But they say pit bulls outperform golden retrievers on behavior tests.
Now, wait, hold on. They're officially changing the name of pit bull in New York?
In New York. They no longer list them. And when you go to perhaps adopt a dog, at the animal shelter,
you don't say, give me
you won't see pit bull on the list. You'll see
a New Yorker.
A New Yorker.
A New Yorker, okay.
Yeah. And they say that a similar
Who came up with that stupid idea?
Well, the people who have to put down 90% of the 6,000 pit bulls they take in every year at the animal shelter.
So they figure they're not going to have to put them down if they call them New Yorkers?
They're hoping maybe more people will adopt them.
Because when the little dog that's named New Yorker now instead of with pit bull, when that dog ripped off like 5 or 6 children's face, you're going to be less thinking I got to kill the dog.
Yeah, don't kill it. It's a New Yorker.
Because it's a New Yorker.
That is as stupid as it gets.
Well, you may be onto something there. A similar name change was tried in San Francisco, where the dogs were renamed St. Francis Terriers.
No, that's not true. They were called cornholers.
Whatever it was, it didn't help. People still refused to adopt them. Speaking of pit bulls, the judge in the Martha Stewart case has warned reporters to stay away from the jury and their families. He also wants them to stay away from possible jurors and their families.
Let's take a look inside Martha Stewart's private area.
What's happening here? Oh, mercy.
Darkened.
Hello? Hello?
No, I can't stay much longer in here.
Oh, my. Jesus, what did I just step in?
Oh, man.
God damn.
Boy, that is not good.
God.
What died in here? That's not good. Everything.
What is that?
That's sad. It smells like something, a dead animal and couscous.
It's not dead.
Oh, look at that.
She's got a chicken in her.
Hey, Buzz, what are you doing in here?
Hi. I just came in to see if you guys were okay.
Yeah, we're fine.
Let's try to find Rob inside.
Rob, are you around here anywhere?
Vagina. Hey, Rob!
I can hear you, but I can't see you. We're over here, Rob. Rob, don't put your hand up against the wall.
Everybody out. Everybody out of the vagina.
That's not wet paint. Run.
Everybody out.
Jury selection began today in Martha Stewart's criminal trial. She's accused of conspiracy, securities fraud, obstruction of justice, and making false statements. The 62-year-old homemaking diva is pleading innocent to charges she got inside information.
What did you say she was, Buzz?
62-year-old homemaking diva.
See you in Toledo, you stupid whore.
She's charged with getting inside information that allowed her to sell shares of stock before their value tanked.
Together, you called her a diva?
Homemaking diva.
62-year-old homemaking diva.
That's right.
I like that when he does that.
Okay. He met him in a club down in New Orleans, and his blood flowed just like cherry cola, C-O-L-A, cola.
Oh, right. The guy from the Kinks.
That's right. We're talking about rock legend Ray Davis of the Kinks, who
really got him.
The music of current groups, including Blur and Oasis. He also had hits of his own, including Lola and this one, You Really Got Me. Davis was vacationing in New Orleans when some thieves grabbed his girlfriend's purse. The 58-year-old Davis gave chase, but got shot in the leg by one of the thieves. Word is Davis is now recovering.
Wow, that's balls.
They really got him.
Okay, I had that.
Who guitarist Pete Townsend says he thought about suicide when he was accused of being involved in kiddie porn.
You think?
He was arrested last January after his name appeared on a list of people the FBI suspected of accessing a child pornography site. He says if he'd had a gun, he would have shot himself.
That's too bad.
He also maintains his innocence, saying he was researching the subject since he, too, was a victim of sex abuse as a child, as he attempted to document in the rock opera Tommy.
Well, I don't know if you've got this or not, but I had it somewhere in my notes that rock and roll dead people.
Right.
The Righteous Brother that died.
Yes, cocaine.
It was coke.
Yeah.
A cocaine overdose?
Coke, yeah. Here you go. Bobby Hatfield from the Righteous Brothers. His death was caused by coke.
They're not even saying overdose. They're saying cocaine intoxication.
Oh, really?
And not just heart failure.
Right.
died 5 hours before Righteous Brothers concert. So before he was out there singing those awful songs, he was getting all coked up.
You wouldn't think he'd get coked up to sing songs like that.
Well, he's maybe old and tired.
Wait, do you know that one that was
for pep?
But what about that one that was in Ghost? God, I hate that song.
Oh, my love.
Yeah, right. Amen.
My darling. Well, finally, a soccer fan in Denmark has been banned by his favorite team after a wacky prank. The fans had been invited after the game to be photographed alongside the mayor. This particular fan got his picture and got away. It wasn't until the photo was posted on the soccer team's website that people noticed the thing that got the fan banned. The thing was his penis, which he'd taken out of its garage just before the picture was snapped. Hello. I'm Buzz Burbank on the Don and Mike Show.
Thank you, Buzz. No.
Yes, that's it. We gotta go. There you go. 10 minutes left. Commercials and just 20 hours until we're back.
Wonderful.
With the all new episode tomorrow. That's it. We gotta go. See you with the new episode. Then good day to you, sir.
Good day to you, sir.
And good day to you, sir.
Good day to you, sir.
And you.
I still smell Martha.
So do I. I'll meet you there later.
Mm-hmm.
I'll meet you there later. And we get all a slice of cake.
Yeah.
Okay.
$3 p.m.
Eaters.
Till we meet again, this is Sammy Davis Jr. saying, be kind, be nice, and I hope the next performer has the pleasure of having as nice an audience as you've been tonight. And let me leave you swinging.
This is the Don and Mike Show.